What's going on, guys? Welcome. My name is Chris, aka RumblePack92, and you are watching Shared Screens live, baby, right to your face and ear holes. What is good? Today, we are talking about, actually, we're not even talking about, we are discussing and deciding the very best droid in all of Star Wars. Joining me, some of my favorite co-hosts in the world. We got Jordan D. What's up, boy?
Nothing much. I am so excited for this. I want to remind everyone in the chat, our decision will be canon. Mr. Star Wars can say all he wants. This is the definitive answer, right?
John Starr will write this down in the Bible of Wars.
Yeah.
Also joining us, somehow, some other Josh has returned. Welcome.
Ooh, baby, I love the month of May. It's Star Wars month all along. If you haven't already, get your Anakin skin in Fortnite play. Star Wars Fortnite. Somehow one of the best Star Wars gaming experiences out there. I love this time of year. It's Star Wars time. I'm just eating, you know.
Bro, May has become one of the best months of the year just because of all the Star Wars stuff that happens. How did Fortnite make the best Star Wars game on the market right now? I don't understand.
Literally.
Is that
sell Battlefront to fucking
just
Epic,
give it to Epic, dude. Let them make Battlefront, bro. How much longer is that event going on?
I think
is it done on Tuesday?
I think so, because Spider-Verse comes in next with the
okay.
back.
I'm only asking because if I don't finish it, I gotta make sure to get in there and purchase what I didn't finish.
Oh yeah, get in there.
And of course, running the ones and twos, the guy in the chair on the ship. It's the one and only Alec Bobko.
This is the May.
Oh, good one. That's a good one. I like that a lot. Before we jump into it, did I send the going live tweet?
I mean,
okay, cool. I did retweet it. All right, cool. I remember typing it up, and like as you were counting in, I was like, did I press send? All right, cool. Awesome. All right, we all know the objective. There are lots of droids within Star Wars. We have almost every single one of the named droids within canon and some old Legends expanded universe. On top of that, we've also got some grouped ones, battle droids, mouse droids, gaunt droids, you get the idea. And we're putting them all in a battle royale. It's a fight to the death. How many are there out?
There are 46 entries.
46 droids enter! One leaves! We all know who it will be.
It was interesting trying to seed all these because there just came a point where it's like we got to about 10 left and we're just like just
throw them in there. Yeah. I think we spent nearly an hour and a half.
Yep.
just
coming
trying
up with
to
droids
seed
and
these.
seed. Yeah.
It was so difficult.
By the end, it felt like that episode of Jimmy Neutron when Jimmy and
Jim
Cindy's
Neutron?
like brains. Yeah, what'd I say?
You just said Jim, and
Yeah.
I was just
Binge
making
Neutron.
Jim
It's like when their
Neutron.
brains get split up and they have to decide whose talent goes into which brain. And by the end, they're like, we gave one of them whistling, give the other one skipping or something like that. Like,
I saw these for the first time an hour ago, and I was like, not where I'd put some of these. Interesting choice. I don't know some of these,
Well,
but I'm excited to rank and determine what's the best droid. Who's the best droid?
the thing with seeding, so like these aren't necessarily like right in order. So like they're all
Right.
like all over the place. Like
The idea was to not immediately have like R2D2 versus C3PO in round one, like that sort of thing. It's you want to make it competitive.
exactly.
I mean, we all know R2 would clear. Come on. You
Oh
know.
yeah, 100%.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Absolutely. R2 would trash 3PO.
I think
Yep.
at this
Yeah,
point
with
they
a
would meet in the
fucking
final
knife.
four. It would be the place they would meet if they make it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only time that they're gonna make it. So we've done enough talking. It's time to get talking about droids.
All right.
Yes.
I didn't mean to make myself laugh. I just fucking. All right, we're gonna start with round one. I'm gonna go top left, and we're just gonna run through these in a U. So first round, we have Chonk, who, if you are unfamiliar, because this is what we're starting
Yes,
with the
that's
deep
me.
cut right
That's
off
me.
right off the rip. Chonk is a loader droid turned bounty hunter who is one of the boss fights in Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh yeah.
He's like that.
droids.
He's like that big, like refrigerator shaped looking thing, and I included him here because his name is Chonk. That was the only qualification.
Oh yeah.
I
that
totally
guy.
forget this
Yep.
fight. I totally forget this fight.
Do you remember all of the like the hidden bounty hunter fights from Fallen Order?
Yeah.
Chonk
I
is
remember
one
a
of them.
good amount of them.
There's a few of these fights that are like the same droid, but I included this one specifically because his name is Chonk. Hi, hey, hello to you too, Billy.
Hi,
Thank you for
Billy.
joining. I knew you'd be here.
Hi,
I knew he
Billy.
couldn't miss it. It's a stream about droids. Now, Chonk is going up against the Buzz droids, who we see in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, who go and attack Obi-Wan's ship, and Anakin shoots them off. Because the Buzz droids fly out, and then that's where we get the iconic line, "This is where the fun begins."
Right.
Yep.
Okay. I
Came out
remember.
18 years ago yesterday.
Buzz
Goddamn.
droids are rad. They're little balls,
Yeah.
and then they open, and then they're like spiders, and they like, and then R2 shocks one.
I was gonna say R2, like the middle eye and everything. Just
Yeah.
Hit the nose. So
that's the pit
Let-
droid, right?
that is the pit droid. So Al,
Yeah.
would you like to be included in the voting for this?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if you were taking a hands-off approach.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So that leaves 4 votes. I'll go through you guys first, and then I'll come in as tiebreaker as host. I feel like that way we kind of keep things flowing, keep things moving.
Or I was saying like how I was promoting it. Since there's 4 of us, if there's tiebreaker, we go to chat.
Also, I like that a lot.
Billy.
Yeah,
There you go.
like if I disagrry with one of y'all, it would be like it's going to Billy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Billy gets to be tiebreaker.
Defer to Billy.
Tiebreaker Billy.
DTV.
All right, Jordan Chonk versus Bud's droids. What's your vote?
I'm going Chonk.
Gotta go Chonk, baby. Big fat boy, big chonky,
Chonky
deep
boy.
voice, punches you in the face, pisses me off on Grandmaster difficulty Chonk. Josh, how you feeling?
So for me, these are the battle of the video game droids because in the second level of that Revenge of the Sith game on PS2, we all know and love, you do go up against some Buzz droids, and when it's a tiny little pixel on your screen and it fucking just beams you, and you get the animation of Anakin fucking, or I think you play Obi-Wan in that mission, you get him going back, and you're like, what the fuck did I just
Annoying
take
as
damage
shit.
from?
Annoying as hell.
Oh, this little fucking Buzz shit. Fucking get it out of there. All right, that pissed me off way more than Chonk ever did. All right, so I gotta go Chonk. Although I think I love the design of the Buzz droids a lot more. But
Buzz droids are very cool.
It sounds like I'm outvoted because I was going Buzz droids purely for the nostalgia. Just like that intro to Revenge of the Sith is just so good.
yeah,
Buzz droids.
but like-
Boss, this is why I hate flying.
Do we ever see him in Clone Wars or anywhere else other than Revenge of the Sith? Or
You
was
do
it
see
just
them
like
in
the
Clone Wars, I
game?
believe.
When I was
Okay.
looking them up, I was getting more like animated pictures of them than I was like the opening of Revenge of the Sith. So
Interesting.
I assume we see them somewhere else.
Revenge of the
I
Sith was the
totally-
first play. Was where they were introduced. That's the first time we see them as an audience.
Of course.
Yeah, and then yeah. They were around in Clone Wars. But I was also feeling Chonk. 3-1. He moves on to the next round. Now, I'm actually gonna have to look up this second one. I've forgotten who this is.
I'm looking them up right now. I couldn't tell you where he's from.
Oh yeah, this was a Brett choice. So
Oh yeah.
it's
Yep.
it's an extremely deep cut. This one is. So in round 2, we have the small, the cute, the lovable Lola from Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, the droid owned by one Princess Leia. Love Lola, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is Goto, otherwise known as Goto. What he was is, do y'all remember like the round interrogation droid from A New Hope that comes in to interrogate Princess Leia?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's the black round droid with a big eye and a syringe just on the side of it.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Goto is a named interrogation droid from Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Ugh, I do like the name Goto. Also,
Goto's cool.
Yeah, I was looking at it as
name-
go-to, like the go-to
My-
droid.
ooh.
They pronounce it as Goto in the game. He's not technically an interrogation droid. What he is an infrastructure planning system droid.
Lame.
He
Awesome.
literally becomes the head of the criminal organization The Exchange on Nar Shaddaa if you do the light side ending. So it's a droid that becomes a mob boss if you play it right.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
my
actually
man
pretty
Keen Cody, absolutely right. You
Yeah,
know,
every droid is best droid. No, yeah, for sure.
Every droid is best droid, absolutely. But we gotta rank some above the others.
So, I mean, yeah, some are just better than others. They're all great,
but they're all the best.
but
just better.
there's a select few who are the best. So, Jordan, Lola versus Goto.
I'm going Lola.
Lola, yeah. All right. Josh.
Lola, how can you not go Lola, dude? When I watched Kenobi like a couple months ago, dude, when he returns Lola to her at the end, oh my god, and she's reunited, heart, just absolutely beautiful moment. I love Lola.
So, do you remember Lola's heel turn when her eyeball turned red?
Yes, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Terminator shit. I feel like
That was
people are just
terrifying.
like retroactively just fucking hating Kenobi for no reason. It's like the Marvel effect. Just people just come back a year later and they're like, actually, we hated this. Lola, incredible.
That's for you, Keen. There he is. There's our boy. Yeah, it was weird, right? Where suddenly I just saw seeing shit on Twitter, like actually Kenobi sucked. I was like, how dare you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, hold on.
Mhm.
You fucking take that back, bro.
Like y'all didn't say shit earlier.
Don't
Racists
you think
did,
can
but we
only
ignored
be
them.
Good for like
Oh, yeah.
a week, and then after that, it
promised
has
the
to be bad and
boy.
overrated.
Yeah, we can't like things for it's unpopular to enjoy things for reasons.
Yeah.
I'm also going Lola, so
Yeah.
it's
Easy,
hard to.
easy dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Lola for sure. Like, there's no question about it. Like a criminal mob boss is cool. Like a mob
Yeah.
droid boss is cool, but they're not Lola cool. You know what I mean?
I mean, let's
Plus
just
you have
say
to-
that there's a reason most people haven't heard of Goto.
Exactly. I mean,
you have to play the good side to get him to be the mob boss. Anyways, other than that, he's just a fucking infrastructure droid. Like, come on, dude, you're working a government job. Like, come on, bro. Like, get out of here.
yeah.
Ain't no Lola.
All right. We're moving on to the next round. We have R5D4, famous for multiple appearances, the original being in A New Hope for having a bad motivator, and then later, of course, because of his bad motivator, showing up in season 3 of The Mandalorian as a big old scaredy cat.
Yep.
Eventually fights off some mouse droids. He opens up a door for Mando. He is the brave little toaster, but in Star Wars.
He learned that the motivator part was right inside him.
Was in him all along.
Along.
Now, this is another video game cut, but less deep than you might expect. You won't recognize the name, but I promise, because we were just talking about Battlefront. R5D4 is going up against ID10, who is a seeker droid that basically lived on the back of Iden Versio in the campaign of Battlefront 2.
Ooh.
He's
Okay.
also, and of course, he's part of Iden's abilities when playing in multiplayer as well. But he's the little probe droid looking thing that she can attach to her back and use to, you can take control of him and fly him through vents and like stun people and then go shoot them. He's fun. He's a fun little boy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing. R5 is a narc, all right? And so I feel like, does he redeem himself in the finale of Mando season 3? That's up for you to decide on a case by case basis. But I think he still ratted out where the Mandalorians were, and that just goes against the code. That is not the way. But at the same time, I feel like this little scout droid was underutilized. The Battlefront 2 campaign, a lot of cool ideas. Not so great execution on those ideas, but like it was that droid was like
It's
still
solid.
enough. It's solid, yeah.
It's a solid game. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how we feeling vote wise then? R5 versus funny enough, because this is before Rise of Skywalker. His nickname is Dio, D-I-O. Josh, how you feeling?
Dio. Fake Dio.
Fake Dio, not my hashtag, not my Dio.
I say exactly, not my Dio.
I said that's one for R5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R5 moves up.
I'd say definitely R5 just for me. Just the latest season of Mando really redeemed him for me. Like, if you would have asked me this before Mando, then I probably would have went with ID 10. But yeah,
I haven't played the campaign for Battlefront 2, but like, hey, this droid didn't blow up, Luke would have never gotten R2-D2. We never would have gotten Star Wars. So,
Star Wars basically happens because of R5, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah.
R5.
That was
wow.
fun. Yeah, I also vote for R5. Move that up. Fun fact: in the old Legends expanded universe before the canon reset, the story was that R5 or that R2 like convinced R5 to flop basically so that he could go join 3PO.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I've heard that.
It's like when you want to partner up with your buddy on a school project and you're like,
Exactly.
hey, can you just like
bro,
can you not
just
go
let
with
me,
my best friend.
Just let me do it. Just let me go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let me go. All right. I've already forgotten who so many of these fucking droids are.
Oh shit.
Monk
I have to
and
look out
BT1.
so many others. Okay, hold on.
Do we want to? Because
No, we're running in order.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because this is kind of like one side of the bracket. This is like another quarter of it. So I was wondering if we want to do like all this one or just keep running down.
No, I'm just gonna run down.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
Why can I not find who this is?
The monk droid?
It's so with this font, all the O's should be zeros, not the letter O.
Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, yeah, I know what this is. Okay, awesome. And then
Little spiky.
is that BT1 or BTI? It's a little hard to tell on the stream.
BT1, I believe.
Cool. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh, BT. Duh. Fucking shit. That's on me. I know who BT is. I added that one to the thing. All right. Next round. So we have the monk droids, famous, believe it or not, from the trailer for the Book of Boba Fett. He's it's a droid that looks like a spider. It's got the little bowl full of like green liquid. He's just crawling around and doing his thing. I don't know if we see them in any other point in Star Wars. It's the one fucking time I can remember ever even seeing it before. That's the M0NK. I don't know why they're called monk. That's it. Anyway. Now, BT1, this is a deep cut, is a droid from the comics. He's quite literally evil R2-D2. He rolls around with evil C-3PO named 000, and BT1 is a murderous little combat like R2 unit. He's got a laser strapped to one side of his head, missiles to the other. He opens up his chest and he's got all kinds of guns and torturous weapons. He's quite literally an assassin droid.
I was gonna say, would it be, instead of an evil R2? I mean, I know he probably looks more like R2, but would it be an evil chopper?
Probably. I think BT actually came first. believe it or not.
Right, but no, I'm saying like more like.
Oh yeah.
He's
in
always
their
known for the war
designs.
criminals, like, or war crimes and all that. So that's more of my thought.
It's similar. Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
on the
Evil R2,
spectrum-
evil
On the
Chopper. Like, yeah,
spectrum, you would have
that sort of
R2,
idea.
You would have Chopper in the middle, and then you would have BT1, kind of the spectrum.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. They're definitely they're within that same umbrella. But yeah, he's literally an assassin droid that's shaped like R2D2, but he's black and his eye is red. Very good.
That's
Very
cool.
cool droid. Very funny. Quite literally bloodthirsty. Like just wants to kill things always, forever.
I was just put onto this droid. I'm about to buy every single comic appearance, everything. This droid looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
God, I hope there's a Black Series figure of him.
I think there
this
is
looks
actually.
dope. Yeah, this guy looks dope. This looks like if R2 was the fucking Terminator. Like, goddamn.
He's in he's in primarily the Dr. Aphra series.
Okay, I'm
It's
tracking
also,
him down.
it's also a really, really great comic series, by the way. Highly recommend it.
Disney era or Dark Horse era of
Disney.
Star Wars comics? Fuck yeah. let's
Disney,
go.
so they're good.
Oh yeah.
The Dark Horse Star Wars comics were other than like the old Republic series, like the Dark Horse stuff was rough.
We don't talk about them.
I don't really like to talk about this that much. All right, Jordan, give it to me. Monk Droid or BT1?
I've been looking up the monk droids here. They used to be freaking humans or people or like
What?
aliens. Like it says that they're part of the Bo'amar order and that it was a religious order that isolated themselves from physical sensation. So they like put their brains in those little
In the
canisters.
form of
underneath.
brains attached to spider droids, yeah.
Huh.
Wait, that's kind of sick. Hold on.
Yeah. And apparently the reason
Wait
they
a
were
second.
in the trailer for Book of Boba Fett is I guess they show up in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi at some point.
Oh,
Billy just says,
that makes-
"Oh."
Well, that makes sense why there'd be monk droids because it's a religious thing. Monks.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. Okay.
So I'm going for the monk droids. It sounds fucking wild, and I'm into it.
All right. So that's one for Monk. Josh, what about you, man?
I mean, we just found out about that lore, but I don't. That's disgusting. Where?
That's horrible. How can I see it?
See it. I don't fuck with no spiders though. That's the thing. These things look like spiders.
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett notoriously loves its spider droids between this and the ones that are building Luke's temple. And I don't fuck with this. And I remember the Rumble Pack reaction to the Book of Boba Fett trailer on youtube.com/RumblePack.
Easy as.
And even you were like, I don't fuck with that droid. I do not fuck with the look of that droid.
Oh, I don't like it, bro. I didn't like it.
It's always spiders in Star Wars. I think
Always
that's your
spiders,
exact
dude. I'm
quote.
sick of
Why
it.
is it always spiders? And so on that account alone, I cannot, in good faith, go with the monk. I gotta go B2 He looks badass as hell, dude.
Hell yeah. Okay. So that's one for BT, one for Monk. Alec, what are you feeling?
After just getting a good look at BT1, I think I gotta go with him. Like he's just like it's literally R2 with like cannon strapped to his head.
Genuinely,
Yeah, man.
like fucking like missiles.
Yeah.
I'm biased as fuck. I love BT1. I'm going BT, man. Like the concept of the monk droid, cool. Like that's new information that I was unaware of, which doesn't happen very often with Star Wars. So that's exciting. But BT's the man, dude. I fucking love BT.
I feel like tonight I want to put on a 45-minute like lore video on monk droids and just kind of like
just vibe, dude. Absolutely.
The whole religious group is the
Bo'amar order.
Yeah, Bo'amar order. So it's B''OMARR. If you wanna get all the deep cuts.
Yeah, and if no such lore video exists, Jordan, I want you to make this lore video.
It's time to make one, yeah.
People are gonna think I suddenly know fucking everything because I even know about the monk droids, but no.
Just read the Wikipedia, man. The Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, bro.
It's gonna be like having a PhD. It's like I know very much about one specific thing.
And that is monk droids.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody says he'd watch it. You know?
Oh, thanks, guys.
All right, let's go.
Need to watch it, bro. All right, moving on to the next round. We have AZI3, who you may remember as the floating medical droid on what the fuck was the name of the rainy
Batch.
planet with all the clones?
Camino?
Camino.
Thank you, God.
Camino.
It was the medical
Attack of the
droid on
Clones.
Camino. Attack of the Clones, man.
Man, Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Oh my gosh, that was a good clip.
Yes, floating medical droid from Camino featured pretty heavily in the Bad Batch. Was always flying around with Omega.
Right.
Very
Yep.
kind, very nice. And then up next is another goddamn fucking Brett deep cut.
Yo, this one was mine.
Was Zio?
Oh, yeah.
Well then maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Do you mind explaining what Zio is then?
Yeah, Zio was the helper droid from the DS video game Star Wars Lethal
That's
Alliance.
right. That's right.
When you look up this
Sounds
droid,
like-
almost nothing pops up. But it
Yeah,
does
I got a
exist.
different one. I got a different one. Yep, there it is. I'd forgotten about this game, as did most people.
I was
Yeah.
obsessed with this game on my DS, but I also couldn't tell you a single fucking thing about it.
So some pretty obscure ones we got going on here. So give me the vibes. What are you thinking? Are you thinking Zio, obscure DS game droid? Or are you going AZ, a medical droid from the animated series? Jordan, how you feeling?
I feel like it'd be really weird if I brought it up and then voted for
And then didn't
someone
vote
else.
for it.
Hold on, I'm looking at AZI3. He's got
Just
like a
AZ.
cute little face. AZ.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you fucking Z. Yeah.
Hey,
No,
fuck the Z.
he's cute. He's got like a little face, but again, don't remember much about the game. Droid was nifty and would like float around you. I liked the vibes that Zio was given, so I'll be the Zio vote.
All right, fair. Josh?
I'm going AZ.
Ooh,
I'm Canadian.
AZ.
You fucking idiot.
Oh, I'm going AZ, eh?
AZ,
Because if memory serves right, this little dude dies in the spoilers, of course, but this dude dies in the Bad Batch finale, because they're
Season
toppling Camino, and
Yeah.
I think he like sacrifices himself.
Noble
Don't they need, like,
sacrifice. To save
they-
Omega, I think.
yeah,
That
they
sounds
need
right.
like power or something, and I remember kind of like crying in the club at this little fucking droid at like 1 a.m, and then they're like, and then the finale just continued and got even sadder and more fucked up, right? But like that's where it started. That's where it started with the finale.
Because of
So
course we
AZ.
we are thinking Bad Batch primarily. He was introduced in the storyline in the Clone Wars where Fives like starts to have his inhibitor chip like fucking up.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Ooh, yeah.
Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow
Yeah,
orders.
good soldiers follow orders.
Like, you just see him like kind of like in that almost like panic state, like fainting, like just
Yeah.
repeating that over and over.
My brother just started watching Clone Wars. I sent him Barrett's like watch list, right, so he can like just watch like the stuff that he needs to. And he got to that thing, and he was like, "I thought this was a kids show." Right? He was like, "Oh my god."
That's what I've been saying for like the longest time. Those first 3 seasons are like some kid show shit. Although there's some darker shit, you know, like Cad Bane does try to like kill a senator in like season
Cad Bane, or
2.
even like one of Ahsoka's first storylines is like her dealing with like the PTSD of like some of her soldiers like mistaking her for an enemy and firing on her. So I mean, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like, yeah, season 4 and on is just like a fucked up, just like brothers in arms tale, especially with like the Commander Krell episode and shit like that, like a story arc. Like,
Oh yeah.
god
fuck
damn, it
Punk
goes
Krell.
places.
I love when
Yeah.
cartoons kind of like get dark in like the later seasons because then they're kind of like, hey, at this point, let's just grow with the audience.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
Punk
that's
Krell. Me and all my homies hate Punk Krell.
exactly, and that's definitely what Clone Wars does, and to the point where you're like crying in the club at the season 7 finale. My god.
Sounds like we're 1-1 with AZ and ZO.
My man.
Al, where are we going?
I gotta go with AZ. Like, you're just the homie with Omega.
He was there. You know what I mean? He
And-
was there.
And we gotta have some Bad Batch representation in this bracket.
Love some Bad Batch. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Love Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Move AZ up because I'm voting AZ as well.
All right.
Sorry, Zio.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It just wasn't your day today, you know?
Yeah.
Jordan's like, yeah.
Nah, I figured.
She's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Just shout out to Lethal Alliance.
Shout out Lethal Alliance. It was a video game that existed. You know what I mean? It definitely
Tell me another game where you get to play as a Twi'lek.
Was a real video game. Battlefront.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. You really got me there.
Jedi Academy.
Okay, exclusively as a Twi'lek.
Those games on Pornhub that are like, I bet you can't last 15 seconds playing this
absolutely.
game. You can
That's
play as Twi'lek on those.
Have you guys seen the on Twitter all week? It's been like, how do you serve cunt in a blank way? There was
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts.
It was like, how do you serve cunt in a way that, or in an outer space way? And they posted the Twi'lek from Book of Boba Fett that owns the bar.
Hell yeah!
My favorite one was, how do you serve cunt in the air? And it's just Ray doing that insane backflip on the fucking ruins of the second Death Star.
I bought that one, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Shout out.
Shout out to serving cunt.
Moving on. Next round, we have the Dark Troopers, of course, introduced in an old expanded universe video game, Star Wars Dark Forces, and then later brought into the modern canon in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, where we see an instantly iconic scene of the one and only, the hero, Luke Skywalker, showing up and clowning on a bunch of Dark Troopers after, the main characters of Mandalorian were having a hard time showing up. It's amazing. It's a cool design. I love that it's like an old, like, late 90s, early 2000s Star Wars thing that they brought back in and managed to still make fit within the aesthetic of modern Star Wars. That's very cool. Now, we talked about BT1 earlier. The droid going up against the Dark Troopers is 000, who is BT's partner. He's evil C-3PO is what he is. Literally, look him up again. Similar to BT. All black plating, red eyes, loaded to the teeth. Another assassin droid, also extremely sarcastic and very funny.
So he's C-3PO, but cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like that meme of like Daniel and the cooler Daniel. 000 is the cooler Daniel.
And Josh, I can confirm there is a Black Series figure.
Yes, there are Black Series figures of them. Yep. I think there was a triple pack with her and Dr. Aphra, or with him and Dr. Aphra too. I don't remember.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm all for it.
But yeah, we got two black plated droids with red eyes, like who are built for combat, going up against each other.
I love it.
Let's go to reverse order.
I was going to say, you start us off this time.
Yeah, I got you. Here's the thing. I love the Dark Troopers. I think they're really cool. I like 000 so much, man. Like, the idea of just this murderous, sarcastic, evil C-3PO just cracks me up so much, and he's so entertaining to read in the comics that I can't not vote for 000. That's where I'm headed. Alec, how about you, man? Dark Troopers or 000?
For me, I kind of like the idea of 000, just like you said, kind of like the anti-C-3PO, but to me, it almost, like you said, sarcastic, kind of reminds me of, like, in my mind would be like a handsome Jack, kind of.
Right.
That's actually a really great way to put it. Yeah. That's the vibe.
So I'm going with 000, yeah.
Hell yeah. Josh?
I gotta go Dark Troopers. My only touchstone for them is Mando Season 2, but my god, everything we got from them in Mando Season 2 was incredible. That first time we see them, when Boba Fett and Mando finally go head to head, and fucking Moff Gideon just calls the Dark Troopers down to just snatch Grogu, and you're just seeing those dudes just fly down. And
they're intimidating, man.
Business. And when they land and snatch him up, like, that's incredible. And then, of course, the whole crew, like, struggles to fight him off. And when they're, like, just punching the door to get in, just one by one, just building tension. And then Luke just cutting them down like it's nothing.
Also, their motif is just dubstep, and that's fucking rad.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Ludwig Göransson got in the booth and was like, dubstep.
He's like, let me cook.
He's cooking. So you got the dope music on top of all the tension that they added to season 2 of Mando. I gotta go Dark Trooper easy.
All right, I respect it. Jordan, hit me.
I'm gonna have to go with Josh on this one. The Dark Troopers are so fucking badass.
Ooh.
Although you guys
Alright.
talk about
Make
the
the
dubstep
poll.
motif, how come everyone complained when they did that with Jamie Foxx and the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Huh?
I didn't actually. I thought it was stupid
You're
and
a man of
hilarious.
culture.
Exactly.
Oh wait, no, you thought it was stupid. Okay, never mind.
No, stupid and hilarious, and I loved it because of that.
Fair enough.
I was the exact same way. I'm like, this is dumb, but this is also Hans Zimmer, and this is the
It's like,
silliest shit.
it's like, you know what else
but I
is
love it.
dumb? Spider-Man. Like, this is fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Like-
Yeah. Doesn't
Alright.
Hans Zimmer still play that shit live? When he,
Chat,
like,
you're the
does Coachella?
tiebreaker. We need you to decide Dark Troopers or 000. Entertain. I've been drinking coffee and water this whole fucking time. I peed before we started. I gotta go again. Chat, don't disappoint me.
Do I get to vote?
I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing it, I guess.
How are they gonna know if we do?
Should have made these guys moderators.
We'd still be able to vote.
Well, when you said when you said we were gonna do polls, I thought it'd be like all of us inputting on the polls, and then like chat comes in to then break
And
the poll.
sway
you know?
us. Okay.
Sway the poll, right? So like poll would go up, 4 of us would input our 2-2 split, and then we'd start seeing like 3-4 come up on the polls. You know? That's people
Gotcha.
voted. That was my thought process.
We don't care
for it.
about their opinions until it's time for a tiebreaker. I forgot that word for a second.
Billy Keane, I care about your opinions before the tiebreaker.
All right, where we at?
It's looking. We got 3 votes, all for Dark Troopers.
Oh, all right. Dark Troopers move on up.
All right, hey, let me moving on up.
I think Black Series just dropped for those guys too, and they're looking hot.
Do they get like the big like $40 fucking like giant pack that I always look
Yeah.
at and I go, no, next time, and then they sell out and I never see them again?
Yeah, that's literally the pack. the deluxe big boy Black
Yeah,
Series
dude.
figures.
I've
Yeah.
only bought one ever, and that was Wrecker, and I do not regret that decision at all.
Oh,
So-
me neither.
Moving right along, next one. This is a fun, just thematically, because we have pre-Disney video game and post-Disney video game characters here. So number 1 is Proxy. Lots of people played Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Proxy was the droid tasked with training Vader's secret apprentice, Star Killer Galen Merrick. He has the ability to essentially make him like download enemies, just their looks, their combat style, and then he uses that to jump Star Killer in the first cutscene of the goddamn game dressed as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I was like, oh shit! And then it turns out it was just a robot the whole time. And later on in the game, you do eventually kill Proxy, but not before he transforms into fucking Darth Maul. And then the fucking Duel of the Fates starts playing, and you're like, oh shit!
That broke 10-year-old me. Like,
Yup.
my fucking mind fucking exploded. I was like, oh my fucking god, dude, we're doing it. Fucking Darth Maul versus Star Killer, bro. Let's fucking go! Like, yeah, man. I love Fox.
Proxy's rad. Proxy's rad as fuck.
Can you even like do like almost like video calls or something like that too?
I think he was used
Oh
as
yeah,
a
yeah.
menu.
No, he's whenever he gets like transmissions from Vader, Proxy transforms into Vader, and that's how he speaks to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same R2D2 supremacy. Amen, Aaron. Yeah,
We'll see
same
that when
for-
BD1 gets up near the top. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what
Is
we'll see what that happens.
Is it Juno? Is Juno the woman
Yep.
pilot?
You know,
in-
Eclipse. Yeah.
Yeah, he also transformed into Juno when they have spicy phone sex in.
Do you think all the parts work? You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
It is. Listen, you brought it up first. It's weird we haven't gotten like Star Wars.
Star Wars sex droids.
Yeah.
We haven't gone to that
They
part of the
exist.
galaxy yet.
Like we know they have to be a thing, right?
You know what it is?
I'll still be here. Don't mind me.
It's you know, the reason we don't have them is because they're locked away in Star Wars 1313.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
No, that's what's down there. We gotta get it back.
Fucking cut to a clip of clone troopers like loading up, and it's me and all my boys breaking into 1313.
I'm assembling a team.
Yeah,
Big shot gangster
Droidicus-
putting together a crew.
Yeah,
Remember
Droidicus
what
for
they
the
took from
win.
you.
Absolutely, Bo. Droidicus for the fucking win, dude.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
right
that.
about that. Droidicas are rad as hell.
Can confirm.
Hey, sorry, I had to turn that off for a second. So we have Proxy. Going up against Proxy is a new character. You might not know him by name, but if you have played Jedi Survivor, you've probably seen him because he is available in a side quest. This is very, very light spoilers, Josh. I'm sorry about this.
All good.
To where throughout the game, you can recruit people to come back to you to the Pyloon's Saloon, the cantina run by one Greasy Money. DDEC and his partner is a DJ droid. You can find him and recruit him to come back and be the DJ of Pyloon Saloon, which you can then go on. You can purchase songs from Doma's shop to add to it, including the rad song from the original game. And he sits there. He's got multiple arms. He's like twisting things and hitting turntables. And there's one where he goes up and acts like he's listening to headphones, and his head bobs up and down the whole time while he's playing. And he puts his hands up and shit. He's fucking rad. I love DDEC. He's dope.
He's sneaking off to the bathroom every few songs to do some more MDMA. Real DJ.
Absolutely, just.
He has his own tray. It pops out, and he just sniffs it.
Absolutely. It's just like a little vacuum cleaner.
Aaron,
looking like
I'm not sure if you were here, but we learned some things about the monk droids.
Yeah, we learned some
man.
things we did not know about the monk droids.
Get ready for our 45-minute lore video dropping next
Yeah,
week.
Jordan
man.
is releasing a lore video on monk droids. You aren't gonna believe it.
Their lore, their biology, their eating habits.
Their religion?
Their religion? Question mark?
I
Yeah.
assume that was part of the lore.
All right, Jordan. Proxy versus DDEC. Who you got?
Okay, so I love Proxy. However, you were talking about, remember this? I played the Wii version of Force Unleashed when I played it as a kid. So I have like none of the same memories that people do. I then played the second one on PS3.
Ooh,
I do need to go back and play like the more official version of this game, and because I really haven't revisited it since I was a kid. So, but I will go Proxy just because I love the memories with them.
The version that's on the Switch is actually the one that we played.
That is the Wii version of the game, yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to go and play. Like, I got it on Steam, and I've played through the first opening levels a couple of years ago.
Shout out to the Wii version specifically too, because in the main menu on the Wii version / Switch, Proxy is also like the part of the menu where you go and select your costume for Circular,
Yes.
and he changes into the costume. Yep.
Your costume and your lightsaber colors, I believe.
I thought that was a nice touch. All right, Josh. Proxy versus DD.
I have yet to play Survivor, but you guys fucking sold me on DD. I cannot wait to meet this guy. But my god, dude, I bought Force Unleashed backwards compatible on Xbox like last year and booted it up, and like that first time you meet Proxy is special, and that moment when he turns into Maul is incredible, and just that like being essentially almost like the mystique of Star Wars, just transforming into different characters is so fucking dope and such a cool concept that like I can't believe no one's like brought it back. Like I'd love to see that concept again. Whether it's like an acolyte or something, just like someone do that. Someone do that
like
again.
training droid or something like that, right? Like,
the fact that no one's done it since is a crime, but like that also speaks to just how ahead of its time Force Unleashed was and Proxy was. I gotta go Proxy, dude.
Fair man.
And just for that Maul sequence alone, dude.
Alec, hit me.
It's proxy. Like,
Yeah, it's proxy for sure.
Proxy clears 4-0, baby. No contention.
We have a droid that could turn into anyone, or a droid that can do the same thing a boombox can.
Here's the thing. He turns into Darth Maul. That's fucking awesome. Like that's all he needs to clear DDEC. I love DD very much. He's very cool, but you know what he ain't? Darth Maul. That's what he ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only argument you have. That's the only argument I need,
What
Sean.
I need.
Al, you mind reading me the second droid in the next category underneath Professor Hoyoung?
Yeah, that is R4 Recon Droid.
For recon droid. Gotcha. Yes. Okay, excellent. So, moving on into the next round, we have Professor Hoyoung, which I believe that's how it's pronounced. I do not remember off the top of my head, but that's what we're going with. Hoyoung is featured in Star Wars The Clone Wars. He is a droid dating all the way back to the age of the Old Republic. Not even High Republic, Old Republic. So, my man is thousands of years old. His function is to teach younglings how to build their own lightsabers within the Jedi Order. He is featured in that infamous episode or story arc of Clone Wars where a bunch of younglings go to Ilum and then tragedy strikes. He does appear in Rebels as well, and has been even spotted in the trailer in live action for Ahsoka. Yeah, shows up at the very end. Yeah, voiced by David Tennant.
Yes.
Very, very cool concept. I love how old he is. That's very interesting. He's going up against the R4 recon droids. Now, you probably won't recognize the name, but when I tell you what they are, you'll immediately get it, because these droids belong to one Darth Maul and are sent out on Tatooine to find the location of Qui-Gon Jinn. They're a little black orb with the antenna sticking out on top, and they fly around. And they go as they're flying. Yeah. That's official. It's canon. They say that.
Yep.
All right. We'll switch it up this time. I'll go first. Hoyoung's cool. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's a cool concept. Interesting enough like story arc in Clone Wars. Darth Maul, man. Going R4 recon droids. You know what I mean? I have this toy. I don't know where it is. I think it's out in the living room in all of my old like childhood Star Wars toys. But I did have a toy that was Darth Maul on his speeder, and if you press a little lever on the back of it pops open, and one of these droids pops out, and I love that. You also do fight them in the Lego Star Wars game a lot as well, and they make that cool boing boing noise as they're flying around, and it's just, I love Phantom Menace, and I'm not ashamed to say it. So I'm going R4 Recon Droid. Alec, give me your answer, man.
Ooh, I think you almost won me over, almost, but I think I got to go with Professor Huang. Like
Professor Huang.
Like, it's just cool, like, just the whole building the lightsaber thing. Like, that's always cool.
Chat, is it Hoyoung or Hoang?
We'll
find out. Anyway. Josh, Professor Hoyoung or Recon?
I'm conflicted, and this might be the most conflicted I am in this bracket. Simply because, like, I love, like we were saying, I love the concept. But yeah, that nostalgia for Phantom Menace, and like I watched that VCR so much as a kid growing up, and just rewind the tape every single day.
Oh yeah,
and just pop
absolutely,
right back
dude.
in.
So many times.
That is an absolutely iconic droid there, right? But I feel like we don't get enough of it. Like you said, it pops back up in the Lego game, but like, Darth Maul's in a lot of Rebels and a lot of Clone Wars. Where was it? Where were
the droids at, man?
Where were right? You know, fuck.
Yeah, this is
I think I got to go with the Professor. I like that concept more. I like the idea of like having a droid like bring the younglings out to escort them on their mission, on their path to find themselves and determine the Kyber crystal that best suits them. Like, I think that's just such a fucking dope concept.
All right, 2 for Huang and 1 for Recon Droid. Jordan, take us out, baby.
So I have a different touchstone for the R4 Recon droids, which is the Battlefront
no.
games. I don't remember which one it is, but I know one
The
of
original.
the clone trooper. No, I mean I don't remember which class it is. I think
Oh,
it's in
okay.
both. Because I played 2 way more than I've played 1. But this is one of like instead of a grenade, you get one of these, and you can use it for recon. You can shoot little lasers. You can just kind of sneak up behind someone and explode. And for that, R4 Recon droid.
Bailey says the sniper. Sniper class has it.
Boom.
He was on it, man. He was on it.
Thanks,
Shit.
Billy. That's why we keep you around.
Clone sniper guy.
Tiebreaker.
All right, chat. It's up to you guys. R4 Recon Droid or Professor Huang?
Why?
Huang.
At some point, just gonna become professor and then yawns.
Professor.
Boom. Pole.
That's what Helen Keller used to call him.
Too bad she doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh. You okay there, Chris?
I hate it here sometimes, bro.
Bro, no one would have expected Star Wars X Helen Keller.
All right, here's the official results of the poll. R4 Recon Droid moves ahead.
All right.
Damn.
80%, 67% to 33 with 6 votes.
And now we don't have to try to pronounce that professor's name for the rest of the
Professor Huang.
Until Ahsoka in August.
Ashoka.
Actually,
Then week 5.
Because isn't it rumored that it's like end of August?
31st is
I think
the
I thought
rumor.
they officially announced the date the other day.
I think that was like some other account. Like I don't think it was officially Disney.
I don't think it was
Star Wars.
official, but that's what the rumors are pointing at is August 31st. Yep. Moving right along. We got 2 more video game ones coming at ya. So first off, we have the DT Sentry. These are droids that were introduced in Star Wars Jedi Survivor that look very much like Dark Troopers, and also I hate them because they just fucking beat your ass in that game. And God, they got one with the big electro axe and the staff makes me want to die.
So much so that we were very much confused when we were trying to put droids in this bracket.
Very much so.
Yeah, it turns out they are not Dark Troopers, despite the DT call sign. They are just DT Sentry. Apparently, they are what later inspired the Dark Troopers in canon. In my heart, they're Dark Troopers, but you know, whatever.
They're distant relatives.
They're not even distant. They look like Dark Troopers. Like, if you told me that was Dark Trooper, I'd been like, yeah, that's a fucking Dark Trooper.
It's like the prototype version, you know.
Basically, yeah.
Except they're kind of better, dude. They have weapons.
Oh shit.
They have weapons, and they are a
It's
huge pain in the ass to fight.
Yep.
I hate them so much.
Yep.
Great character design. Fucking love them. Coming up against this one, this is another deep cut Brett pick. Surprise, surprise. He somehow managed to get 2 droids from Knights of the Old Republic 2 into this thing. You have HK50, not the famous HK47 from the original Knights of the Old Republic. HK50 is an HK assassin droid who essentially sets up like this murder mystery that serves as the introduction of Knights of the Republic 2, the sort of tutorial area, guides you through this thing. You wake up on like an asteroid mining facility, and everyone in this thing is dead except for you, and you got to figure out what happened, why, how to get out, and how to get home. And you meet this HK droid who for a little while is like, I don't know, I can't seem to remember. And then you play it for a couple more hours, you manage to get a couple buddies, and then at the end he's like, surprise, I set everything up and caused all of the people that were working here to essentially like kill each other, and I rigged this thing to explode. I was assigned to kill you because reasons. And that's who HK50 is. It's an interesting thing. We're gonna start the voting. I'm gonna go ahead first because the DT Sentry I just think are cooler droids. They're really fun encounters. The HK50 is cool, but I just don't think it was enough of a thing in the game to really like make a huge lasting memory. I had to look this one up before we got into it. So my vote is DT Sentry. Alec, how about you, man? What do you think? What are you feeling?
I'm
What are you
also going
thinking?
DT Sentry. I haven't played the Knights of the Old Republic games. I should say I played
Very good.
I played the first one about 3 hours before my game crashed and just lost my save entirely.
Yep.
So,
Yep, that'll happen. Old game is old.
yep, it was PC on PC as well. So yeah, that was If I do go back, I'll play it on Xbox, so that way there's less issues.
It's more the best way to get it to run on PC is it's pretty simple to mod it to like run in widescreen, and that does make it a little more stable. But I mean, it's backwards compatible on Xbox. I also just played it on Switch not too long ago, and it runs really, really well over there.
Okay,
too.
good to know. Good to know.
Josh.
We already got another HK in this bracket, so we can go DT.
Cool.
I'm down for the DT.
DT moves up. Absolutely. Did you want to vote, Jordan?
I mean, the DT Sentry droids are so much fucking cooler, and I've never played the KOTOR games. However, I'll be fucking damned if I let the DTs win anything, so I'm gonna vote HK50
Fuck you, DT.
Yeah, as a to the DT Sentry droids, I'm fucking throwing my vote out for them.
There are points later on in the game where they start putting you up against multiple of them at the same time, and it's such a pain in the ass.
With long
They're
distances
so
between meditation
difficult.
points, it's like
They're so difficult because like they're smart. They know. They just both start attacking you at the same time, and it's like I'm trying to block one. The other one starts coming at me. They're killing my stance meter. I just die. I fucking hate them.
And their attack is like, one fucking hit, and it's like 70% of your fucking health bar.
They're so strong. It's ridiculous. It does make sense, like how strong the Dark Troopers are later on if these are just fucking prototypes. You know what I mean? Because they were tough even for Cal Kestis. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving right along in the very next round. Needs no introduction at all. We have the B2 battle droids, the super battle droids as they are sometimes known, introduced in Attack of the Clones, featured heavily within the Clone Wars, Rebels, and recently also Jedi Survivor. Rad droids, watch out for those wrist rockets. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're classic, they're iconic. Nothing else needs to be said. Now this one, we talked about him earlier. Of course, Goto was a similar droid, which is the interrogation droid, and this is another one that's just kind of a blanket thing. It's a little black orb. We see it in A New Hope, where it's this really cool looking droid, and then also just has a regular ass syringe like taped to the side of it to essentially try. I think it's like space truth serum or something in there that Darth Vader wants to use to coerce Princess Leia into giving up the location of the Rebel base.
Don't we also see it in was it in Kenobi in the interrogation chamber? Yeah.
They have a few other appearances across. They're pretty ubiquitous. You see them in a lot of video games and stuff too, but that's always the one that sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to give people more touchstones to could have seen them.
Literally floating black ball syringe on the side. That's the interrogation droid. Jordan, hit me with it. B2 or interrogation droid?
Bro, you said it perfectly. Watch out for those wrist rockets. I have that sound effect. I have the super battle droid sound effect just somewhere permanently playing in my brain.
Absolutely.
Gotta go with the B2s.
For sure. No question about it, right? Josh?
I'm right there with y'all. It's such an iconic droid design. The fucking shooting from the wrists feels great to play in Battlefront 2, especially the Jet Trooper variant. And then also in the Revenge of the Sith game, there's that red variant with like
where it like slams down.
Boom, yeah, like the brute version of it, which is also dope. And then it's so iconic. 20 years later, we're still getting appearances of it in Mandalorian season 3 and fucking Jedi Survivor. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. They chase one, and those motherfuckers can move.
Yeah,
dude was running.
Man also just kicks the shit out of a ton of them too.
All right, Al, our B2's moving up.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
Easy,
come on,
easy, clear,
dude. B2 rad as hell. Let's all be honest here. Let's all be honest.
Yep.
All right, now this is an interesting one because we have two, I think, very iconic styles of droids coming up. So the Viper probe droid, of course, first appeared in Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, as these probe droids are sent down to Hoth to try and scout out the planet to discover the location of the Rebel base and their shield generator. Again, they're in all kinds of video games, right? Fucking Shadows of the Empire, the Fallen Order, and Jedi Survivor. They're all over the place. You see them constantly. They're even on the Rise of the Resistance ride. One floats up right in front of you, and you gotta back out. Like Probe droids ever since their first appearance in Empire Strikes Back are iconic. They got that cool kind of exactly. Another droid with very distinct sounds, Aaron. Yeah, 100%. I wish I had read that before I attempted to make the noise.
And they're freaking huge. Like
They're
yeah. As
Mando
season 3, they are massive, unsettling. So like they are unsettlingly large.
Yeah, very, very big. Again, you ever get to, if you ever have the opportunity to ride Rise of the Resistance at Disney World or Land, you do get to see one like to scale, massive, like genuinely like unsettlingly large. The Hoth mission and Shadows of the Empire, yeah, they're all over the place. You gotta shoot them a bunch. I was thinking that too. You gotta shoot them a bunch too. They don't blow up in one shot like they do in the beginning of the movie. And yeah, they're annoying too. I like to force pull them and cut them in half.
Yeah.
The Viper Probe droid is going up against another Clone Wars era droid, actually introduced in the Clone Wars animated show. It's the Commando droid, also featured recently within Jedi Survivor. But you can play as them in Battlefront as well. They're one of the reinforcements in that as well. They got a rad sword. Some of them have a blaster. They got really funny lines in Jedi Survivor. But these are droids that it's like they don't fuck around. You know what I mean? These dudes are lethal. They will fuck you up, and they're very, very intimidating. I wish they'd made it into the movies, but they're still a cool addition to the animated show either way. Jordan?
Yeah.
Probe droid or Commando droid?
I'm going probe droid.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hard not to, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked me first. I'm gonna be right back, guys.
Do your thing. Yep. Josh? Probe or Commando?
Dude, like, the regular battle droids, they're that, that comedic relief, that Roger, they're the dumb droids for kids, alright? The Commando droids, like you said, they mean fucking business. When they show up Clone Wars Season 1 and they're killing clones and then, like, holding the helmet of the dead clones up to, like, the video cameras to be like, hey, let us in, and then fucking they open the doors, and then these Commando droids roll in with swords, fucking blasters, start shooting their way through this outpost, and fucking Rex and Cody gotta come back and fucking rescue the boys from Commando droids, dude. Season 1, dude, Clone Wars, man, oh my god, iconic. I gotta go Commando droids, and then yeah, we continue to see them throughout. Great to play in Battlefront 2 as well. Fantastic.
We got a 1-1 split here, Alex.
Oh yeah.
Where are we headed?
Man, Commando droids, they're tough. Like, you miss a parry with those in Survivor, they
losing a good chunk of health.
Yeah. Because then there's also the ones that I believe they're the ones that can be ranged or melee, but like the melee ones will mess you up if you're not ready.
The ranged ones love to throw grenades, and I hate them.
Please tell me they play like the assassins in like Batman Arkham, like Knight and Asylum, where they're just fast.
They are fast.
They are fast.
Yeah,
yes.
They're very fast and agile. Like we mentioned that they come in both like melee and ranged variants. And if you try to get in on the ranged ones, they will fucking book it, dude. They're very hard to fight. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, the commando droids are no joke.
But I gotta go with the probe droid. Like, those things are just iconic to Star Wars. You think of some Star Wars droids, like, just not necessarily like the named ones, but you just think like droids, and like that's one of the first ones that's up there.
Oh yeah, really cool, unique design, right? You got the big bulbous eye, you got all the mandibles down and underneath moving around and stuff, and
like
head
I said,
swiveling.
The sound too. Like, Star Wars is iconic for its sound design, and that is one of them.
So good, instantly recognizable. Like, you hear that and you're like, yeah, probe droid. I gotta go with you, man. I'm leaning probe droid. I like the commandos a lot, especially like just coming hot off of Jedi Survivor, right? Like they're intimidating. Like, they make a point of like the first time you introduce one, it's this dark hallway. It jumps down to where you're at, and Cal's like, oh shit, a commando droid, and like they make a thing out of introducing this thing as a very tough enemy, and I really enjoyed them a lot, but. I love Empire Strikes Back. I love the look of the probe droids. Aaron or Billy even brought up like the Hoth mission and Shadows of the Empire. They're all over the place. Like, it's just, I've got that nostalgic attachment to the Viper probe droid that I just don't as a commando droid, because I didn't really watch Clone Wars until I was already a teenager, and so I gotta lean probe. Viper probe moves ahead. But I mean, genuinely, like shout out the
That's a
Commando
tough-
droid. Like
yeah, that was a tough
those ones are
matchup.
good.
Yeah.
Love some fucking probe droids. Excellent. Okay. This next one,
told me
I have
to
a
put
feeling
this
I know.
last- You told me to put this one of these as the last seed. So this
No,
is
yeah,
our
no,
worst.
yeah, no. This is. I have a feeling I know where this one's gonna go. I don't regret it either. So the next matchup we have IG-88. Needs no introduction. Motherfucker shows up as one of the bounty hunters hired by Darth Vader to hunt down Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back. We see variants of the IG droids later on in expanded universe stuff, including the Mandalorian with IG-11. We know how effective these droids are, how deadly they are. If you're a mega nerd like myself and have played the tabletop Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game, there's even a pair of ships with IG-87 and IG-88 who operate as brothers, and they have the ability where one dies, all of the abilities from one ship goes to the next one, because in the canon, in the lore, anytime you have pairs of IG droids, they're linked together and can essentially like switch bodies at will if they need to. It's very cool stuff. But yeah, rad as hell. Super rad design was literally introduced into Star Wars for looking cool. Like, what else is there to say? Bounty hunter droids are awesome. This next one is probably the deepest fucking cut that on the on the entire roster. Her name is Eli Sansan. She's featured exclusively in the pre-show for Star Wars for Star Tours at Disney World / Disneyland.
I like how some of these other deeper cuts, like if you played this one niche game in like 2003 that was available on so many consoles, and this one's like you had to have went to Disneyland and rode this specific ride.
Yeah,
Now
guys, spend thousands of dollars to travel to this place and stand in line, then you'll see this droid. You know, like, god damn it.
Now, droids of her design are also featured as newscasters in the Clone Wars, as well as it's the same model droid that works as a waitress in Dexter Jester's Diner.
Yeah. Look at the picture of it.
Jedi by the looks of him.
Wait. We went with her over the waitress from Dexter Jester's Diner.
Doesn't have a name.
We could have just said the waitress droid from
Just
Dexter
put her as the waitress,
Jester's-
and everyone's like, from Always Sunny? Yes. Yes, we went with her over the waitress. I have zero regrets. Just move IG-88 up.
Yep. Yeah.
Wait. But if
Oh.
she looks anything like the waitress, you know, she's kind of bad with it though.
She's kind of a baddie
Yeah,
though.
but
What that wheel do though? You know.
Jordan joined me on the horny side.
I was
man.
gonna make a joke the same thing where it was like, listen, the vote goes to IG-88, but Ali Sansan would.
She could get it.
Would.
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
They
I
gave her those
smash.
hips,
Everyone's like,
man,
no.
and I'm looking at them and I'm like, ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah.
God.
Got a good one coming up.
Fucking hell. All right. Yeah, this is another very, very good one. Starting off the next round is... I don't remember her actual call sign, but we just call her Z. She is a droid from the High Republic, featured in Jedi Survivor. You go and... I'm not gonna get too into details on this because Josh hasn't played the game, but everyone else has here. I don't see pit droids, so shout out to them. Pit droids are on there. They're in the next. They're in round 2. They're already up in round 2.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're not gonna.
No spoilers.
We're not going to discuss spoilers because Josh hasn't played the game and I want to preserve that. Just know, Droid from the High Republic features somewhere in Jedi Survivor. She is a little goofball. She's very funny. We like Z a lot.
Yep.
Going up against I think this is a tough one. Going up against the Vulture droids. Droids so large, they're literally ships. These are the droid ships featured in the prequel movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like initially I thought they were droids piloting them. No, the whole fucking ship is a droid. Rad, super cool, and they do the thing where the wings come down and their legs, and they
And
like
they
walk
can
around.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I always thought they were the coolest fucking ships when I would play the Battlefront space battles. That even if I was on the Galactic Republic side, I'd go into the CIS main ship and steal one of those. I had no idea I was sneaking under a robot and just entering him or her.
Ugh. Ugh.
Phrasing.
I said what I said. Is that not what I did? I thought I was just going into a ship. Turns out it was sentient.
I don't like that. Jordan, what's your vote?
I'll go Z.
Going with Z? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's a really fun character.
She's a very fun character. I like Z a lot. Josh, Z or Vulture Droids? I know you don't know anything about Z because you haven't played the game.
Here's the thing, though. Even if I had played it, Vulture Droids, again, the best thing to come out the prequels, Tartakovsky's animated 2D Clone Wars. And he was recently talking about that scene where Mace Windu cuts open one and pulls out the wiring and rides it like a horse throughout Coruscant.
I forgot about that.
Tartakovsky pitched this scene to the studio and they're like, that's too difficult. And he said, fuck it, we ball, I'll do it myself. And he hand animated that. And that's how he had the 3D ships going in within the 2D ships. And
That's
like
so
they're
sick.
mixing and matching the animation. And for that shit alone, fucking Vulture Droids, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that scene is rad.
Yeah, he carried those droids on his goddamn back. Another droid he carried on his back too, Grievous, but he's not on.
Yeah,
his seat.
it's
Yeah,
You can imagine the disappointment of 13-year-old Chris going in to see Revenge of the Sith after watching the Tartakovsky shit, and then getting that Grievous. I was like, what the fuck?
He's a little mustache twirling.
What the
fucking
hell?
loser,
Fucking
yeah.
asthmatic coward. I was like, what happened to Grievous?
Yeah. I will send all you guys the TikTok on Tartakovsky.
Oh yeah,
like,
please.
dude,
Yeah,
I
that'd
did
be
this
so dope.
shit
I really
myself.
want to
Yeah.
see that. Alex, Z or Vulture Droids?
I think I gotta go Z. Like, I just really like that
Oh, shit.
her kind of, I guess, arc in Survivor, and
Yeah.
just one of those things like a droid at a time. Like, it's really cool about that.
Yeah, that is rad. You know what? I just realized something.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up how much I love like the dialogue that comes up from Monk, the bartender in Pylon Saloon, when I realized that Monk on our bracket was actually the bartender droid from Jedi Survivor and not the fucking Monk spider droids.
Oops.
Now, would I have picked Monk over BT1? No. So I think we're still in the right spot. But I was just like, oh, wait a second. I forgot Monk was the name of the fucking bartender droid in Jedi Survivor. God damn it.
Yeah, we all Googled Monk Droid. We were like, oh.
And we got the spider. Yeah.
Living spider things, yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Monk though. We do like him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we accidentally left him off this list, even though that we didn't. As far as Z versus Vulture Droids, Chad, it's gonna be up to you again because I'm going Vulture Droids, man. I think they're such a cool design. Yeah, I love playing as them in the Battlefront games. I mean, yeah, as Josh pointed out, like every scene with them in the Tartakovsky animation is fucking rad. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's really dope. I know Aaron was like, shout out Monk, and I was like, yeah, dude, I love it. Like, the spider droids are rad. I completely fucking forgot about the bartender.
He's like, shout out Monk. We're like, bro, do we have a
you know
lore
what we
video
know?
for you? Yeah.
But yeah, if you just go to Google Images and type in Monk Droid,
Monk Droid.
He
And
doesn't
see
pop
those.
up at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I
literally
guess I
not
just
at
looked
all.
it up with Jedi Survivor. I guess he spelled MXNK, but they call him Monk.
See, that's
Yeah,
that's it. All right.
MXNK-6 is, I guess, his Christian name, his full Christian name.
His God-given name.
Yeah. Monk is just what they call him out on these streets.
Alrighty, looks like vulture droids are moving
Vulture
on.
droids move.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go.
All my prequel babies stay eaten. All right, let's go.
I'm okay with this
Oh
because
yeah,
like
same.
I like Z. I said she was a fun character. She's also a little annoying. So like in my head, she wasn't going past the first round for me.
His government name, Aaron says. And I mean, look, we're all prequel kids here, you know.
Yeah.
Like
this
that
was
was
a close one.
yeah, that
a
was
bit more recency bias for Z, in my mind.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, one of our panelists also hasn't played the game, so I think it's a little weighted towards Vulture Droids, but that's okay because they're awesome. Like, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But still, though, had I not got that TikTok of Tardosky explaining how he did that, I probably would have forgot about that scene and had like been like, oh, I'll go Z, you know, and that's just a Vulture Droid. But nah, that scene of Mace Windu riding him is fucking dope as hell and one of the coolest things.
Yeah, super rad. And I mean, even in the movies, like they're so cool.
Right.
Moving right along to the final matchup of round one, we have the mouse droid, of course, little like I almost said cylindrical. That's not the word, but the little things that ride around going. They're
this idea for this bracket.
Yeah, genuinely is the reason that we have all of this, right? Is because of the humble mouse droid, who are cleaner droids that help clean up Imperial facilities and later First Order facilities as well. They're cute, they're small, I love them, they're amazing. Now, 8088 is the final Brett pick of the bracket because it's fucking obscure as hell. This is another Jedi Knight like Dark Forces pick. He appears in the original Jedi Knight game because he appears as a late 90s CG monstrosity in one of the speaking to Kyle Katarn. He's who helps Kyle get the Death Star plans. He shows up, he's ugly as fuck. I feel like there's a clear winner here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all agreed, mouse droids?
I don't know. The mouse
Yeah.
droids sound like Nazis.
First of all, how dare you? Narc cop mouse droids. How dare you? They're just doing their job.
Oh yeah. I bet they're just following orders, Chris.
So
Yeah, as good soldiers do, as good droids do.
As good
Okay, bro.
droids do. They
Yep.
can't help it.
it's just their
They can't help
programming.
it. Move the mouse droid up. We all know it's the mouse droid.
But yes, so this was the one. We have basically some private Discord channels on the server, and we have a channel for stream ideas. And when this got brought up, Jordan was like, "I would punt a mouse droid."
Yeah, I'd just kick one.
No, Leon called me out for saying that I'd be the type of people to bully droids, and my line is, if they have a personality, I won't. But if they're just tools, I feel like you could be mean to them. And the standard I gave was like Dummy from Iron Man. Tony talks shit to Dummy. I feel like if a droid is like at
Dummy
that
had
Dummy
personality.
level, yeah.
Dummy
is,
had
you-
a personality,
Chris
though.
was angry at me for saying I'd bully droids. I gave the Dummy argument. He goes, "You might have swayed me."
I was like, no, wait, hold on.
I get it, and especially like I love how versatile the mouse droids are and how you can pop them in anywhere, right? And their most recent appearance in Mando season 3, when they're all just kind of gaining up and beating the shit out of R5, right? Like, yeah, I'd fucking drop kick a mouse droid, easy.
Oh, it would be fun, right?
Yeah,
Like, it would for sure be fun. That doesn't mean I don't love them, but like, I'd kick one.
right.
But like,
You know?
Yeah,
imagine,
I'd do it.
Because it was they're like some sort of like alloy metal. I'm assuming like it would just like destroy your foot.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I agree with Aaron. The scene where Chewie growls it when it gets scared and rolls away is fantastic.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Also, shout out Mandalorian season 3 when one sees R5, then runs back and grabs his boys and jumps R5.
Yep.
Bro,
Calls for
shout
backup
out.
unnecessarily. You couldn't have handled that on your own.
No, R5's so
Shout
much
out-
bigger.
You really need 10 cops on one guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out the crew having to go aboard Snoke's ship to like disable the light speed tracker, and BB-8 just dressing up as a mouse droid and just fucking
Absolutely. They
running
put the
into-
trash can on him, and then he
Yeah.
even makes like an imitation of the mouse droid noise.
and he fucking just beams into some dude's leg like full force, dude. Like fantastic. Like If I ever was given the opportunity to write a Star Wars, I would absolutely include some dumb mouse droid scene in it. Like
You
I
gotta.
Oh, of course.
You
I-
gotta.
yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
Mouse droids are awesome. I love them. You can again pulling up the Disney World thing. You can actually get one as a popcorn bucket. The top of it opens and they take like the bag of popcorn and sit it in there, and it has a lanyard that you can wear around. But the wheels work, and there's a button where it makes the noise, so you can just get a nice little snack of popcorn and a mouse droid toy on top of that. It's very fun.
Hell yeah.
Jordan wants to know if we want to take 5 for the next round. Do we have
I'm good
a
with whatever.
do we have a
Yeah,
screen for that, or do we want to keep going?
Yeah, I have an
Oh, yeah.
intermission screen if we want to take a quick break.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Cool. Yeah, let's take a super quick break. We'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes.
Are we back?
We are back.
You ever just get your dick stuck in your zipper? Oh, hey, we're back. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Oh, geez, I didn't know that. I didn't realize. Anyway, welcome back to round 2 of the Shared Screen's Best Droid competition. We're chugging right along, baby.
Speaking
We're
of chugging,
moving faster than a mouse droid that got punted through the air. You know what I mean?
Speaking of chugging, it's 5 o'clock here, so I cracked open a cold one.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Let's
You know what I'm
go.
saying? I wanna go out. I'm gonna try and find. I tried last night to Nova. I'm gonna
Baja
run out and see
variety.
if I can find the hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Yeah, absolutely.
If you find a spare
They are
one, maybe ship it up here to
delicious.
Michigan.
Ooh, yeah. There are
Yeah,
places
just need
that sell like tall boys of them. I need to figure out. I wonder if they have like a store
Oh.
locator or something.
You guys just need like a good variety pack with like base Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, and then a couple others.
That's
Like the watermelon.
there is a case actually that is a variety. So it's got 2 Baja, 2 main, and 2 what's the fucking red one? Code Red, and then 2
Oh, yeah.
other ones that I don't remember what it is, but I definitely want to pick that up.
I think one is Major Melon. I had it at TwitchCon. Very good.
sounds
very
right.
good.
That sounds
Yeah,
right.
yes,
Yeah.
They just made a Livewire one. Yeah.
That might be what's in the variety is a live wire one. Yeah.
Let me tell you. I love talking Star Wars. I love talking Mountain Dew just as much. It got a little pitch black last weekend.
Oh.
Which I don't remember. Do you guys remember
Oh,
this?
yeah.
I remember
flavor?
Pitch Black. Yeah, that was
Right.
one of the ones that won like the contest, if I remember correctly. Pitch Black was.
Yeah, so I had it as like a kid, like way back when I was like 8, 10, something like that.
God, I'm
And
so
then,
fucking old. I was in high school.
you know, it got sealed, thrown away in the Mountain Dew vault. Canada doesn't get all the same flavors, right?
They put
We
it in the
have to,
Disney
like,
vault, bro.
literally, and we have to fight for these flavors to come back. But like, I feel like they're starting to realize, like, hey, we should actually like let Canada have some of this too, because it fucking sells. Because people love, spoiler alert, people love fucking Mountain Dew.
What?
Yeah.
Right? Right? And so I saw it at a
It's really
convenience
good.
store, and I was like, limited edition. Fuck, do I try it and see if it's as good as I remember? What if it's just all nostalgia and this flavor sucks? I got scared and didn't buy it for like 2 whole weeks. But then I was like, fuck it, I'm biting the bullet.
Fuck it, we
Took a
ball.
sip, right, and I was transported right back to fucking. To being 10. I was like, this
Hell
holds
yeah.
up. This is still delicious. Still a 10 out of 10. One of the best goddamn Mountain Dew flavors. And that's why one of these upcoming streams, we are going to rank Mountain Dew. Put it in the stream.
Hell yeah.
ideas chat.
Hell yeah. Put it in the chat right now. Let's lock it down,
We
baby.
are all going to get Mountain Dew seltzers, get pissed drunk, and rank Mountain Dew.
That sounds fucking awesome.
sounds
Let's
awesome.
do it.
Yeah,
When I was
that is
in middle school or early high school, we had a sleepover at a friend's house where we bought 3 12-packs of like the Mountain Dew, Code Red, and the blue one that I'm forgetting.
Voltage.
Voltage, yeah.
maybe, yeah.
And we just tried
Yeah.
to see if we could finish all fucking 36 of these in a night because there was 3 of us, and we just stacking the cans on top of each other. We got pretty deep into it with the amount of Mountain Dew we drank that night. So I'd love to fucking
you-
recreate. that.
Shout out to the original 2008 Halo 3 edition of Gamer Fuel, by the way,
Fuel,
because that shit
yeah.
fucking awesome. And just don't even get me started on that contest.
Yeah.
I know, dude. I wanted Whiteout to win, and Pitch
think
Black
they-
won out instead.
I think they did eventually release Whiteout.
They did later, but it didn't win the contest.
Yeah.
So there is, Aaron also notes that there is a 3-pack of the hard Mountain Dew that has 3 different Baja themed flavors in it as
Yes.
well that I've been dying to. I can't find it anywhere. I'm hoping it pops up eventually. We'll get you involved with that, Aaron. Don't you even question it. But now we talked Dew. Now it's time to talk droids. So
Clean
first round,
transition.
first match of round 2.
The
Look,
goat.
let's all be honest.
The GOAT.
The greatest of all time up
The
against
classic.
Chonk from Fallen Order. In case anyone
I'm
remembers,
just
Chris.
gonna-
R2D2.
I'm just gonna do
Just move
this.
R2 up.
Yeah.
Let's not. We don't even have to discuss
Yeah.
it, dude.
That 2319 looking ass doesn't stand a chance.
R2D2
Literally.
is Star Wars. Like, let's all be
Yeah.
honest here, right? Like,
It
there's
literally
no
wouldn't be Star
Chonk never
Wars
stood a chance.
Here's the
Without
thing.
him.
R2D2 might be my favorite Star Wars character. Like, everybody gets into Star Wars, and people are like, I'm there for the vibes. My favorite characters are like Chewbacca, R2, and Yoda. Like, the main crew isn't even up there. I'm there, pure vibes. R2, GOAT.
Yeah, R2, like absolutely is gonna go far in this. There's no question about it.
Plus, like that whole thing of like, because he is in all 9 movies, like Star Wars being told like by him, like that idea is so fucking cool to me.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I love
And 10 movies briefly appears in Rogue One as well. Let's not forget.
Right.
Yeah.
No
Shout
Solo.
out to Solo.
Shout out Solo.
There is some Solo
Make
love on
hashtag
this
make Solo
list.
2 happen.
Yeah.
First, we need to make Solo Special Edition and find a way to put R2D2 in it.
Just throw him in there real
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Bless
It's, spring is springing.
Yeah.
Allergies are allerging. All right, moving on to the next matchup. This is a tough one for me personally because these are 2 of my all-time favorite droids. We have the one and only Rex, famous for being the original pilot of the Star Tours ride. Later, after R2D2 was replaced as the pilot for Star Tours, Rex now resides in Oga's Cantina as the local DJ. You can listen to Rex's hot DJ mixes on Spotify, and for May the 4th, the Disney Parks YouTube and TikTok channels both just live streamed for 24 hours. DJ Rex killing it over in the cantina. You can I think that stream is still live too as a replay, so you can just turn that on and jam, dude. You can just and he is voiced by Pee Wee Herman. That's right, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. The boy DJ Rex goes up against the pit droids. Listen, all right. As host, I've tried and been mostly successful amongst here. Pit droids are amongst my all-time favorite droids. I love the Phantom Menace. I love the idea of a droid whose whole thing is that he's just a pit crew droid, right?
No.
That when that one gets sucked into Ben Quadraneros's pod engine and comes out, it's like it's the best. I fucking love them. I love the one that Jar Jar turns on and the droid just fucks with him and kicks him in the crotch while he's holding him by the neck. Like he's rad. They're silly little guys and I love them.
But
That's the pit droid. Hit the nose.
what's the but, Billy?
Yeah, we're all waiting with bated breath here, Billy.
I feel like Billy is a Rex fan. I'm feeling DJ Rex coming from Billy the Door. But I want to know how you feel, Jordan Dave. Rex versus the pit droids.
Rex is a inspiration, you know? Gets laid off, goes and follows his passions, and pit droids are really cool though. Like I like their design and just like their general style. I don't know. There's something about like the way they walk that is uncanny valley, but like I mean that in a positive way.
Right.
Where it's almost human-like, but it's still you're like, oh, it's otherworldly. So it's really tough. I like the lore behind Rex though. That like they're like, hey, we're gonna make this more official by putting R2, but we feel bad for this dude, so we're gonna find a way to integrate him. So shout out to DJ Rex, better DJ than DDEC.
It really is though. If it's a droid DJ fight, I'm going Rex all day.
We need to see that now. A DJ battle versus Rex versus DDEC.
Rex versus DD.
Our next years we'll listen to each of their remixes and like discuss who's a better DJ.
Fair. Now DDEC does have Sugan Esana, the song from Fallen Order, on his playlist, and that's a banger. You know what I mean? That's a slapper for sure.
That playlist is on music streaming services.
It is also on Spotify. Good. Yeah, a lot of really good remixes for that one. They actually reached out to a bunch of like actual bands to put together music for it, which is really, really cool. And they all like renamed themselves to sound like Star Wars-y. It's really cool. Was that a pit droid vote?
Yeah, no, that was a Rex vote.
Okay, that was a Rex vote. All right,
Yeah.
all right. That's one for Rex. Josh, Rex versus pit droids.
I've been on Star Tours many a times before they replaced my man Rex with R2. He has taken me on many adventures. We've had some close calls, Rex and I. But my God, if I'm not a Phantom Menace kid with that VCR running it back, dude, I love the design. I love the one lens, little nose thing, the fact that they collapse, pop open, right? I think easily one of the dopest designs. And I love that they're almost kind of like mouse droids too. You can just pop them in wherever, have a couple of them fight. They're always fighting each other, right?
The Great Mandalorian, where they're like playing cards and shit with each other. Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, literally fantastic in Mandalorian working with Pelly there. Like on it, and honestly, whenever Pelly's on screen, I know a lot of people fucking hate that character. I
I
like
like Pelly.
her. I like the actress from BoJack Horseman, and the fact that she's just in Star Wars as this quirky character is fucking funny. But I love seeing her because I'm like, I know for a fact I'm either gonna see a pit droid or now a BD droid.
Yep.
Right.
So I love when she's on screen, and I love that they work with her, and
Mm-hmm.
so. I think I gotta go pit droid on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move pit droids up, but Alec, I did want to hear your vote though as well.
You know, I'm honestly a toss up with this one. Like, I love pit
There's
droids,
no
like,
losing in this one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah.
you know, but then I looked up Rex, and it's like he's got his own little headphones. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
he does. He sure does.
So
He sure does.
yeah. So it was one
Yeah.
of those, like, I'm kind of glad I don't have to vote because it would be a hard choice for me.
Yeah, let's just move pit droids up. Shout out to the episode 1 Pod Racer video game too, where you can actually
Yeah, man.
purchase pit droids to increase your repair ability.
Oh, nice.
You get to see them in all their N64 polygonal glory. All right, we got another heavy hitter on our hands, right? Lola, who moved up from round 1, now round 2, up against another absolutely iconic droid, the B1 battle droids. Roger, baby. You know them, you love them. They have one of the funniest monologues in anything I've ever heard in Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
They also have, I think, they're the center point of the best joke of the newest Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga game, where at the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, you have this one battle droid having a retirement party. He's like, you guys, thank you so much. I never thought I'd get here. And then Anakin's ship crashes into him. It's so good. It's excellent. This is a tough one. I'll go ahead and kick this one off, and I'm going to say, look, again, we covered this last round. We covered this in a couple other rounds. I'm a Phantom Menace guy. B1s were first introduced in Phantom Menace. I do think they are at the center of some of the best like comedic beats of all Star Wars media. They're hilarious and everything there are. Like I love the design of them again. Like similar to the B1 to the pit droids. They kind of like fold up. Like you get the March of the Droids
The droid
soundtrack.
invasion. Yeah.
The Droid Invasion song going when they're going up against the Gungans. They have the sweet tanks that open up and like the big wave of them comes out and they drop down. And they all turn around and pull their blasters out all at the same time. It's fucking lit, dude. That's one for battle droids. Alec, what about you, man?
Yeah, it's B1. Like, anything Jedi Survivor just kind of solidified how iconic those droids are. Like, and the biggest tip for anybody that hasn't played Star, just before you just absolutely swing through these and just demolish them, just let them talk. You get some
they're
hilarious
so funny.
moments.
They're so funny. That whole bit of the one is like,
Look
man,
at
I have
this
the
view.
best draw. Like, guard the cliff, crush the locals, look at the scenery. They're fucking awesome. I love them so much.
Dilemma solved.
Josh, B1 or Lola?
I think I gotta go Lola on this one.
Ooh.
I love the B1 droids. A hot take though, I think they're only cool in the Phantom Menace. Because I feel like after that
Voices are cooler.
I feel like after that they kind of become just like like I said during the commando droid bit, like they're that comedic relief. They feel like they're like the jokes for kids, where it's like like a kid is gonna laugh at that, right? But like, of course, anyone can laugh at that because humor's subjective. Whatever. Like I almost feel like they're like the Jar Jar of like war droids, if that makes sense. Like
Sure.
again, like for the separatist droids, like they're the jokes, they're the punching bags, right? Like versus like the droidicas, the fucking the B2s, like everyone else is so fucking badass. I'm not the biggest fan of the B1s versus Lola,
And they're shooting in the wrong direction wearing a dunce cap. Like,
yeah, literally. Versus like Lola, I think brings out so much in Leia and kind of helps showcase who that is. And like she has that moment like with her cousin in Kenobi where like her cousin's like, oh, it's just a droid, right? But like she's like, no, it's not. Like it brings out her compassion and her humanity for things beyond just like humans, you know? If that makes sense. So I gotta go Lola on that.
All right,
On
2
this
for
one.
B1, 1 for Lola. Jordan, which way you swinging?
I like the B1 battle droids. Jedi Survivor made me love
Ooh.
the B1 battle droids. But it's like you're saying, they're only funny because they're comedic punching bags. And that they kind of realized, hey, these scrawny little droids will just make them like the punching bag of all these dumb slapstick jokes, which I'm very appreciative of. They are genuinely funny in Jedi Survivor. But they're kind of just there to be there. Lola, I think, Lola in and of itself is a good character of a droid and adds a lot of characterization to Leia all at the same time. And I always like the idea of like companion droids. Like obviously like the Pokemon guy. It's a very similar vibe to me of like just bonding with this other thing. So
Yeah.
I'm going Lola.
Exactly.
All right,
when
cue
she
up the poll.
slips,
Chad, it's
when
up to you.
when she slips Lola in Kenobi's like bag in the finale, being like, "You better fucking come back to me. Like, you better survive this fight and bring this droid back to me." Like, God fucking damn, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I know it's not technically like Lola that's part of this scene. It's more of a Leia thing, but I do love when early on after Leia's mother like catches her up in the tree. She's like, "What are you doing? Get down from there." She takes the droid, and then Leia's like, "I'm sorry, I won't do it again." And she hugs her mom, and then pulls away, and she grabbed Lola out of her mom's pocket. I thought was hilarious.
Right.
That's really really great.
Yeah, and that like 1-to-1 scale droid they have of Lola, like I absolutely want to.
Very good. I've actually got one around here somewhere.
I've been so close just to buying that, like the little like going through the Star Wars section at the store, and yeah, every time I see that,
and like the fact
I've
that
got Lola here somewhere though.
it's like it looks like a ladybug too. Like I fucking love the design of it with the like little flappy wings. Like I love all of it.
And like
Billy asked, "How is this even a vote?" Lola wins out, baby. Lola moves up to the
Yeah.
next round.
But like we talked about in her first round in the debut, like just that like moment where you see like her eyes like go red.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, scary. Genuinely, I was like, "Don't do nothing to Lola. Why would you mess with Lola? Why would you do that?" Yeah, 100%. Lola, great droid, confirmed. I'm making it all the way up to round 3. Next round, we have the Battle of the Mandalorian Season Droids. IG-11 versus R5-D4. I mean, IG-11, voiced by the legend Taika Waititi, starts out as an assassin droid who is out to kill Grogu alongside Mando, later on reprogrammed to become Grogu's caretaker and kills himself in noble sacrifice so that way they can get away. R5, big ol' scaredy cat droid. You know what I mean? IG-11 has a great arc, and then eventually later they
IG-12.
take his fucking empty shell and they stick Grogu in it, and he drives it around like a mech. Rad as hell.
Yeah. Where's IG-12 on this list, man? Come on.
I fought
Not
for it.
technically a
I
droid.
fought for it.
Not technically a droid.
Hey, I'm glad someone at least with all these fucking we have fucking HK-47 and HK-50 with all these fucking weird ass deep cuts. I'm glad at least someone fought for IG-12, just at least for the
IG-12 not a droid.
What did we do to HK-48 and 49? We really just skipped over those two.
We who knows? You know, nobody knows.
Yeah.
They're in a galaxy far, far away.
All right, Jordan. IG-11 versus R5. Hit me.
IG-11, because of the amazing arc, the way it's used in the finale, and then just knowing that it becomes IG-12, or most of its body becomes IG-12.
Fair. Yep. Josh.
Yeah, like IG-88's very iconic, but we didn't see him do a whole lot versus like
Or
when we get
anything at
IG or anything at all. Versus once we finally get to IG-11 and we see what those droids are capable of, and like when Krell dies in the penultimate episode of Mando, and then they got the baby, and you're like, how are they gonna fucking get out of this one? And IG-11 rolls up. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, man. When he rolls up on the speeder bike, fucking clowns the two dudes, when he fucking like punches one, fucking takes down the other, and then rolls through the city, dual wielding, cold cock and fucking
So good.
stormtroopers. Incredible, man.
So
I'm about
good.
to look that scene up on YouTube, bro. I swear, bro. I love it. IG-11 clears, dude. Easy.
Yeah, move IG-11 up. Shout out though, the N64 game Shadows of the Empire. IG-88 is a boss fight in that, and is one of the most difficult boss fights I've ever fought in any single video game, but not enough to clear IG 11. I think 11 is just iconic
Plus,
at this point.
Yep.
Dude, that whole scene too of like no living person has ever seen me without my helmet on. I'm not a living
I'm not a
person.
living person. Yeah.
Boom, fucking heals him. Oh my god, fantastic.
Excellent. All right, here we go. The battle of the murder bots. We have
My boy.
the returning BT R series assassin droid versus the one character in all of Star Wars canon with the highest confirmed kill count. That's video games, that's TV shows, that's movies. It's our boy of the Ghost Crew, Chopper. Come on. Who do you guys got?
It's Chopper.
What did he do to get the kill count? As someone who hasn't watched
He
Rebels
fucking
yet.
murders people, dude. He cold cocks motherfuckers with those two little arms next to his head. He fucking like holds guns. What the
He blew up a space station, I believe, that confirmed to have like thousands of people on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like-
it's like how like when you do like people have like tallied the amount of people who died in Breaking Bad, and it's like, do you count the plane crash or do you not count the plane crash?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
In fact, here, let me Chopper confirmed kills.
Oh gosh.
They should
One
give him the
star-
kill. They should give him the Killmonger treatment and just put little dots on him for each fucking person.
But so Chopper is one of my all-time favorite droids, just because just his antics that he gets up to in Rebels, but then how many times he's gotten that Ghost Crew out of a bind by piloting that little ship outside of the Ghost and just coming in at the last second, swooping in to save him when
Phantom.
it was Phantom. Yes, yeah, it's been a little while since I watched Rebels, but yeah, when
Do you
swooping
have-
in.
All right, are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna speed read through this because there's a lot. But here we go. All right, in the episode The Machine and the Ghost, Chopper blows up a TIE fighter. That's 1. In season 1 premiere, he blew up 3 more TIE fighters. That's 4. In episode 4, Chopper attempted to murder Ezra but was unsuccessful. In episode 5, he blew up the leg of an ATDP okay, hold on. I'm gonna do actual kills. Hold on. In episode 11, he committed cold-blooded murder against another astromech, then shoved its lifeless carcass into the sewer.
Yeah, yep.
I remember that.
In episode 13, he opened an airlock, causing 4 stormtroopers to suffer a gruesome death in the vacuum of space. So that is 8. In the same episode, he also pushed a completely innocent astromech out of the cargo hold, resulting in it to run out of power. In season 2, episode 8, turns the gravity off, causing 3 Imperials to plummet to their deaths. In the same episode, he also sabotaged the Indictor, causing it to explode and taking 2 Imperial cruisers down with it. The Indictor seemed roughly the size as an Imperial I-class Star Destroyer, according to the wiki. Those have over 37,000 crew members and additional 9,700 stormtroopers, which makes a total of just under 47,000 people. Add the crew of 2 Imperial light cruisers, and that's around 50,000 kills. In season 2, episode 9... in season 2, episode 16, Chopper once again murders a fellow astromech. In season 2, episode 18, detaches a cargo hold containing at least 7 troopers, giving a total of 50,015 kills. Shoots down a mining guild TIE fighter in the season 3 premiere, giving a total of 50,016 kills, and another droid, so 50,017. And then season 3, episode 4, he blows up Hera's home, taking at least 24 stormtroopers, putting him at around 50,032 kills.
Damn.
Confirmed kills.
Confirmed.
And now I'm afraid to vote against him.
Exactly.
Come August, we are just gonna add to that kill count.
Yeah, it's just gonna go up. It's
Right.
just gonna go up.
And dude, if Chopper is on his John Wick arc where he's like, you and fucking Thrawn and Ezra left and only Thrawn is back, what did this guy do to our boy? And he's fucking out for blood, dude. Oh my god.
Now,
Dude,
this does
you
also
reading
mean
that?
Chopper has the second most known kills of any Star Wars character, outside of Luke Skywalker himself, who of course blew up the Death Star, which had a population of around 370,000. But that almost feels like cheating. You take the Death Star out, Chopper has killed more people than anyone else in Star Wars
By a mile.
by a wide margin.
It's been 3 years since I watched Rebels. You reading that? I'm like, God, do I need to watch Rebels again?
Yeah,
holy
you
shit,
do.
dude.
I'm honestly going to start a rewatch here in the next month or so just to get ready before Ahsoka.
Yeah, but
We don't
Alderaan,
count Alderaan because we don't associate with one individual character. That's more of like the Empire destroyed Alderaan. Some people have made argument. It's same with like super weapons like that. But you can make arguments that it was led by a certain person, but there's a lot more people involved with the giant space stations as opposed to Chopper, who has killed over 50,000 people himself
at his will, like willingly,
like on purpose. Yeah,
God,
like yeah.
When you said that he holds a gun, the only thing that came to mind was the scene in Family Guy Blue Harvest where the Cleveland R2D2 plays out a gun. He goes, and then he gets out. He goes, "What do I look like, R2 Pac?"
Honestly, it's kind of like that.
Yeah,
like Chopper's a real one. Yeah.
He's also cute and funny. Like you can't not love Chopper.
What he does is like because he's got like the little wheel in his like base, and then he like rolls around with his legs flapping and his hands in the air, and then he'll like run around with the gun.
Yes and no, Aaron. A lot of people associate with Luke Skywalker because he himself pulls the trigger, you know, as opposed to like a bunch of people who have to start up the Death Star. It's a whole thing.
Death Star just kind of
it's a whole thing. That's wwhy usually when people talk about it, they don't count in Alderaan or Hosnian or the Death Star because there's other forces at play. When you look at like an individual character, Chopper has the most confirmed kills. So Chopper, right? That's the answer here. It's Chopper. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Watch Rebels.
Watch Rebels. It's so fucking good. Rebels is really fucking good. S tier Star Wars right there. Up there with the movies, man. All right, moving right along to the next round. We have another newcomer. A tiny little one-wheeled boy with a little cone head who was abused by his owner and doesn't like to be touched. It's our boy from The Rise of Skywalker, Dio. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Now, going up against Dio, coming up from last round, we have the medical droid from Kamino, AZI-3. I'm putting my vote out first. I mean, it's got to be Dio, man.
Yeah.
He's cute, he's lovable, and he helps them find a wayfinder. Like, how can you not love Dio?
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this right now. Dio
really
walked,
is really.
So B2 emo could run. All right,
Dio,
like giving us that,
rolled.
Yep.
So B2 could roll.
Like giving us that like first fucking kind of like depressed little scared droid. Like that was the first one ever in Star Wars. I love Dio so goddamn much, dude.
Yeah, Dio's great.
Dio, best part of Rise of Skywalker.
He's up there for sure. And I can't wait to see more of him. I think that's the droid and Rey ends up taking because BB-8 of course belongs to Poe. So I can't.
I believe so.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hopefully get more Dio in the Rey Solo movie.
Oh yeah, that would actually be really, really great to have Dio hanging around with Rey.
Wait, she's going by Rey Solo now?
Yeah, Rey Solo. She has no people.
Oh yeah.
Him and Babu Frick are the best parts of the movie. Yeah.
Hey! Babu Frick, that's true. Also, I like Billy saying the highest kill count is like a speedrunning community coming up with categories. It's like, you have your anything counts, you have your glitchless runs.
You have your 80%, you have glitchless, you have glitch. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Moving right along to the next round, the Dark Troopers have advanced from round 1, going up to another newcomer, another heavy hitter, another classic, iconic, immediately lovable BB-8. Introduced in Star Wars The Force Awakens. There he is behind Josh, giving his now iconic lighter thumbs up. And one of his emotes in Battlefront 2, where you can play as BB-8. And that little terror is fucking annoying. BB-8 is so awesome in Battlefront. I love him. I mean, his design is immediately amazing. Like, he was one of the very first things that was ever shown of Disney Star Wars after the purchase. He's the second thing you see in the Force Awakens debut trailer right after Finn coming up from the bottom of the frame. He's voiced, believe this or not, hold on one second. I got to remember who the second person is. The name just left me.
Right.
I know
I want to say it's Rainn Wilson is the second one, is it?
So BB-8's voice is actually a mix of J.J. Abrams himself and Bill Hader.
Yes, I knew it was Bill Hader.
Yeah.
I thought it was also Ben Schwartz.
Nah, maybe.
That sounds right.
Oh yeah, and Ben Schwartz. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bill Hader apparently just great at doing robot voices.
Bill Hader can do anything, and so can Ben Schwartz. You know.
Yeah, that's also very true.
I remember seeing that first teaser and being like, an astromech that doesn't look like a garbage can, but it's a ball.
Right?
Holy fucking shit! Like that fucking. That
Genuinely,
blew
I
my
saw
mind.
that thing and I was like, I saw BB-8 for the first time and I went, that's dope. Like, that's such a
Yeah.
cool design. And he was created by J.J. Abrams just genuinely just kind of like doodling on a piece of paper. And then he's like, what if we made a droid that looked like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
thus
then-
BB-8 was born.
What's
They're
really
like
cool,
Oh, go ahead.
for me, what's really cool when you see him like get dropped into the X-wing, and then you see like the little thing like kind of close around him, so he's not rolling all around in the
Oh, yeah.
astromech spot.
Yeah.
So sick.
When-
One of my most prized possessions was before The Force Awakens came out. A toy company named Sphero actually made a little BB-8 that is app
Yep.
controlled. You can drive them around. My dad
Oh,
got
yeah.
me got me one as like a late birthday present because it came out in early October, and I've still got him. He's so much fun. My dog loves to chase him around. Like it's a blast.
I
What a
wanted
cool
that so
cool
bad.
droid. He's so dope, dude.
Wasn't there like
I-
a more expensive version that came with like a wrist thing so you can like use the force on it or have it follow you?
That was a separate one, and you can actually like use gestures to essentially like use the force to guide him. I do also own the wristband, and they did release like another version of BB-8. It's the same thing, but he's weathered a bit more to look like he's like covered in sand, like from Tatooine, or from Jakku, excuse me.
I love him so much, and I think the thing Force Awakens does best is
I just noticed that Alec already moved BB-8 up.
like literally, but the fact that like they introduce characters and make them instantly lovable, like between
Oh, yeah.
Rafe and fucking Kylo Ren as well, and they give the same treatment to the droid too, right? Like he has the map to Luke Skywalker. He's an integral part to it, and then we get all the fun bits like with him in the Millennium Falcon during the chase sequence too, when he's just like flying flying around the ship and then just shoots out the wires to just stop,
Just
right?
yeah,
And
To
then
stabilize himself, yeah.
the thumbs up
good.
moment too, like all
Oh,
that stuff. And I
Sphero did make a BB-9E one as well. I forgot about that.
right, and then I was gonna say him in the Last Jedi too, like him fucking shooting the coins and all that shit. Like I love it all. I know some people don't like the fucking gun blow
And piloting an
moment.
ATST.
Literally, right?
Yeah.
And I think the worst, like the biggest knock against him is that Rise of Skywalker introduced Dio and we got less BB-8 in that movie. Like, but that's not a
It's the only
BB-8
detractor.
thing. Yeah, that's not a BB-8 thing. That's a fucking like J.J. Abrams, Chris fucking Terrio. Or
Like,
whatever
yeah,
the
gotta
fuck
gotta
thing,
gotta gotta have another droid.
merch. Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
talking about BB-8 for a minute. I gotta go fix something with Cusco. I'll be right back.
BB-8 truly the R2D2 of a generation, which is hard to like recreate, and they knew that they
Right,
couldn't repeat R2D2 again like they did with the prequels. So I mean, I think they did an amazing job. Like I've never heard complaints about BB-8.
Yeah. If anything, I want more BB-8. Like, you know how we got that fucking I Am Groot, like
miniseries, yeah.
Yeah. Give me a BB-8 variant of that.
That'd be
like,
cool.
please.
Honestly,
Cool.
they should do that with the droids.
Right. And I love BB-8 so much. I was 17 when Force Awakens came out. I love him so much. I got my mom's friend to make me a custom cake for my birthday that was BB-18. And it
Nice,
is a
that's so
full
sick.
scale
Oh,
BB-8 cake.
Brittany has a tattoo of BB-8 on her ankle, and when we went to Disney World for our honeymoon, they have like a meet and greet with BB-8, and so he's like sitting on he's like sitting on a pedestal so he doesn't like roll away anywhere. And he like moves around and you can talk to him and he reacts to stuff that he's saying. So she showed him the tattoo and he like freaked out. It was really fun.
That's cool.
It was really fun.
Has anyone ever seen the TikTok of the little girl who was dressed up as BB-8 and goes to meet BB-8 at Disney World, and she walks in going, "Hi, friend," and
I
like,
have seen that. Yeah,
is the most adorable thing, to the point that the Disney worker who's supposed to play, like, he's not a character, but he's still kind of in uniform of like Lord.
They call those handlers.
Yeah, he just breaks and like starts crouching, crying at just how fucking cute this is. I'm gonna see if I can find it and I'll put it in the chat because it is my favorite fucking video.
It's very good. I just really spent like 2 hours on this, so I'm gonna try and speed run through some of this because there's still a lot to go. Up
There
next, Proxy of course moves on from round 1 to come up against yet another newcomer, the Gonk droids. You know them, you love them. They're little trash can boys who refill your ammo in the original Battlefront games. There's one in Jedi Survivor who's painted like he's wearing a tuxedo, and he's a bathroom attendant, and I love him. That's another iconic sound. To when anytime you see him, you just hear gonk, gonk. Fucking amazing. Love gonk droids. This is a tough one for me. Jordan, gonk versus proxy. How you feeling?
Gonks are a good one. But they could also be a bad one because they'll give that ammo to fucking anyone. You know, Proxy's a real one. He's like, I'm here for Star Killer. I got your back. So Proxy.
He also tries to kill Star Killer a lot. Let's not forget that.
We all have disagreements.
He's literally programmed to attempt to kill Star Killer.
To keep him on his toes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we all need a friend that's not a yes man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna vote Proxy.
All right, it's one Proxy. Josh, Proxy your gonk droids.
I gotta go Proxy again solely for that mall moment, man.
Sure.
Alex? Proxy, yeah.
All right, Proxy wins it. For the record, I was going gonk droids. I love them very, very much. There's even a gonk droid. There's even a gonk droid in Obi-Wan Kenobi who is just there to help people clock in and out on their shift, cutting up the space whale. So you know.
I feel like they're a better meme than Droid. If that
How dare
makes
you?
sense,
How so very dare you? They're all good boys.
I mean, yeah, but
we've got.
Okay, I can read that one.
Okay.
I just had to remember who won that round in order to read it. It's a little pixelated on my end, but that's just my internet. Moving right along. Of course, the recon Darth Maul's recon droids move up from round 1 to go against yet another titan of the industry, titan of Star Wars, iconic droid, the one and only Anthony Daniels, C-3PO himself. Do we even have a discussion here?
I don't think so.
Is there an argument for the recon droids over fucking C-3PO?
They're less annoying.
Here's
but like,
the thing.
that's why we love him.
How dare you!
That's why we love him.
Here's the thing. C-3PO kind of fucking sucks.
How dare you? How so very dare you?
He's so fucking annoying. I hate him. I hate him whenever he's on screen. I think the sequels kind of did the best job with him. You know, like in
Rise of
7,
Skywalker gave him the most to do.
Exactly, and that's where I was gonna get to, right? You know, Force Awakens, he's there. It's the same thing.
Hard to recognize though.
Slightly different with the red arm, right?
Red
and then
arm.
he's barely in Last Jedi. Fucking another dub for that movie. And then because I've been saying it since I left the fucking theater. Rise of Skywalker is the best Uncharted movie. I will continue to say that. It is fantastic.
For sure.
And
Absolutely.
Having him be that character that is reluctant to be on the journey but still has to be there is such a great dynamic for him on that adventure. Mm-hmm. He's almost like the brother character in the Mummy movies where he just fucking hates being there, but he has to, and you kind of love him for it. And not only was that such a great dynamic, but having him like have the fucking I'm taking one last look at my friends, dude. Not a fucking
chills.
dry eye in that theater, bro. And
when they was in the first trailer for Rise of Skywalker, before we knew that movie was gonna like shit in our mouths, like they like have that line, and then the music crescendos, and you're like, they better not kill off C-3PO in this movie. And Aaron says it best. He might be unbearable, but he's family. I was going to make the comparison. He's like the cousin that doesn't break any of the rules. Where like when I'm hanging out with him, I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. But I don't want him to die either. Like,
yeah, like I couldn't believe I was crying over a fucking character I absolutely fucking hated. And then, and then having the brain wipe moment, it adds so much like comedy to him, like comedic elements to him. When he's like, Babu Frick, my oldest friend, like
my oldest friend. Yeah.
I love that shit so much, dude. Rise of Skywalker just fucking knew what to do with C-3PO.
They're horrible puns, but I fucking love his jokes in Attack of the Clones, man. To where R2-D2's dragging his head along the sand, he finds his body, and he's like, oh, I am quite beside myself. Like I love it. It's great. It's one of the two good things about Attack of the Clones.
Another moment I gotta shout out again, Tartakovsky's animated series, when he gets, because like Anakin building C-3PO is such a cool concept that is like shown in one movie and then never touched on again.
Yep, right.
Versus like in Tartakovsky's animated series, because honestly, Tartakovsky should just taken over the prequels, but before Dave Filoni fucking fixed them. When C-3PO comes back and he's gold plated in like the cloak, and he kind of like sexily takes off the cloak, and he's like,
Hey, yo.
Anakin, I'm gold now. And there's like some sexy saxophone playing. I was like, oh my god, dude.
3PO.
3PO.
I've also, I was just gonna say, I also have always liked, and I don't know if this is canon anymore, but the comic that explains how Chewbacca got 3PO in Empire Strikes Back, just in the backpack, where Vader like touched C-3PO and like had a rare vision of Anakin building him, and then like just goes, you know what, spare the droid.
I don't believe that was canon, but it also doesn't interfere with anything that is current canon, so you can easily headcanon that in.
For sure.
Yeah, for me, I was just gonna be like, I'm not. I love 3PO in the original trilogy. Like, he actually is like, he does some stuff there. Like, the whole, being able to communicate with the Ewoks. But then in
Sorry.
Then the prequels, it's kind of like some more comedic moments, but like you said, like it's funny moments, but
he doesn't have much to do in the prequels, but he's a real one in the original and sequel trilogies, like for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. And like
3PO moves on.
Shout out to
Die, Jedi, die. Wait, what am I saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the comedian Mateo Lane. Has anyone ever seen his bit about C-3PO?
The name sounds familiar. I don't think I have.
So Mateo Lane is a comedian. He is a gay man, and this is important because he makes the joke saying that when he grew up, the only gay representation he had on TV was C-3PO, and he does a really good C-3PO impression when explaining how, and it's one of my favorite jokes I've ever seen a stand-up comedian do. When this stream is over, go into YouTube, type in Mateo Lane C-3PO. Great.
Also, super shout out every Star Wars celebration as the two Anthonys, Anthony Carboni and Anthony Daniels, always have an interview together, and they have this bit where they just fucking hate each other and are constantly insulting each other throughout their interviews. They do genuinely like are very good friends and love each other in real life. But every single one of their interviews, it's like talking with your best friend and just giving them shit constantly. But this most recent Star Wars celebration, like Anthony Carboni talked about how much he loved C-3PO growing up because it was that thing of having like neurodivergent representation on screen and how unfair Anthony always felt that 3PO was treated because he's just trying to do right. He's just trying to follow the rules and make sure his friends are safe and don't get in any trouble. And it's a really, really touching moment that I highly, highly recommend watching. Like the Anthony Daniels and Carboni interview from last celebration was very, very good. And extremely funny. Like they're very, very funny, the both of them, and I love every time that they get together. Moving right along, we got two more brand new newcomers to the thing. These two are seated high enough that they didn't even have to compete in round one, and here they are in round two. Of course, showing up for the first time ever, shown in episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith, are the Magna Guards, droids built specifically to fight Jedi and guard General Grievous, to the point where decapitating them doesn't stop them. They still keep going. Also featured in Jedi Survivor, and they are some of my absolute favorite enemies to fight in that game because they are so much fun. Very cool design. You got the sweet like electro staff. They're spinning them around. Like those dudes are rad. They get you get a lot more screen time with them through the Clone Wars as well, and they're just it's a cool design, cool characters. Josh and I, we always say, do you have like a robot or somebody in armor also wearing like a cloak?
The cloak,
Dope.
Yeah.
Rad.
Yeah.
Magna Guards are droids and cloaks, dude. It's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Now, not to be counted out though, we have L337 from Star Wars Solo. Fucking absolutely droids rights. Her mind eventually becomes part of the brain of the most iconic Star Wars ship of all time, the Millennium Falcon. She's funny. She's around. She's in one of the best ever Star Wars movies. This is a tough one for me personally because I love both of these droids very, very much.
She got them hips too.
She got them hips.
And she got them hips.
Wood.
She got them hips.
And you know Lando did.
Lando is. Yes, I was gonna say she got them hips because Lando fucking did, right? Like fucking Lando hit that.
like straight
And
up,
mad
like
respect.
in dialogue, they're talking where fucking oh no, what's her name? Actress that plays Khaleesi.
Khaleesi. Amelia Clark.
Amelia Clark, thank you. Amelia
Yes,
Clark's character
yes.
is talking to L3, and L3 is like, yeah, he wants us to become a thing, but like it's there's a lot of detachments. I don't wanna get into it. Like this is just for fun, and she asks like, how does it work? And L3 goes, oh, trust me, it works. Like she canonically fucks, dude.
God damn, yeah.
Canonically fucks.
Oh yeah. Like honestly,
in the movie.
I mean, why are her hips so wide? There is a slot for a fleshlight.
Or fucking, dude.
Exactly. And that's what makes this one so fucking tough, you know? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, droids and cloaks or fucking.
Yeah. I mean, these Magna Guards have fucked me over so many times in video games, dating all the way back to fucking
Just wait till you hit Survivor, my guy.
the Revenge of the Sith game, where if you remember, you can cut them off at the hips, and they're still fucking crawling and like.
Oh yeah.
One of the scariest things as a kid, dude. Honestly,
You think they're done, but no,
They just won't die.
Yeah, and then not only did they have that scary element too, again throwing it to Tarkovsky, who fucking knows how to do the shit. That whole arc where why can't the red Jedi with the horns who dies like 3 times? No, she dies at the beginning. She's like died in Force Unleashed. She dies in the 2D Clone Wars.
Oh,
and she died in the Shakti. Thank you,
Shakti, yeah.
My man Billy.
Yeah, Billy coming through.
That whole arc of Shakti and the three other Jedi trying to protect Palpatine from getting kidnapped, and Grievous sends his Magna Guards to get him, and they're just fucking these Jedi up.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. It is like 4 Jedi versus I think like 4 of them, and they are equally matched. And it is dope. They're spinning the staffs around. The staff has an iconic sound to it. Like it is. My God, I love Magna Guards, but my God, I also love L3 and Solo, dude. I'm being torn apart.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Strength to do it.
I'm going Magna Guards, just because for me, like, they're cool in Revenge of the Sith, they're cool in Jedi Survivor, but like, I watched or before Kenobi, I watched the Revenge of the Sith supercut where somebody took the time and interspliced the Revenge of the Sith movie, their Clone Wars, like basically the part where the 2D where Palpatine gets kidnapped, and then parts of season 7 of Clone Wars, and that seeing all those like interspliced with Revenge of the Sith movie was so cool, and just gave me a better appreciation for like some of these other things, especially the Magna Guards.
Yeah. God damn.
All right, so that's 1 Magna Guards. Jordan?
I've only seen Solo once. Saw it in a drive-in theater, so didn't fully pay attention to. L3 at the time kind of annoyed me. A little too creepy.
Fair.
So
fair.
Magna Guards, they're fucking awesome.
Mad, super fair. That's 2 Magna Guards. Josh, what are we feeling?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Chris, you got, bro. Oh my God, dude. I don't know.
It's
I
tough.
don't know. I love her advocacy for droids. The whole droid uprising is basically how like they're able to perform the Kessel Run, and again the factor too of like all the way back in Empire. Like C-3PO senses there's like
Something
the ship is living, and something in the ship, and the fact
and also
that
sassy,
right? And L3 comes back and full circles that, right? Like, God fucking damn! But then again, I just remember Tarkovsky's fucking Clone Wars, and fuck, dude, I don't know, man.
It's tough, dude. You got that incredible moment too in Solo, where of course she helps guide them through the maw. Right after they plug her in, and Lando just looks around and says, "She's part of the ship now." and you're just like, like,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
Also, doesn't she like die in the shootout, and then he's like holding her
Yeah.
body, and then
Yeah.
is that when Han like tosses the gun to
That is
in that
absolutely
iconic
against it, like,
that
let's
gif
go.
I use every time
The
of
greatest
you and
gift
me
of
on
all
Twitter.
time, bro. It's me and you, baby.
Exactly.
Let's fucking go.
Dude, I'm so conflicted, man. Oh my god, I gotta go. Chris, I need you to vote, dude. I can't.
Who would have thought this would be the toughest vote of the
I
tournament?
know. I didn't think about it till we were talking C3PO, and I was like, I fucking hate C3PO.
So
Who's next?
here's-
And then I looked at it and I was like, ooh.
Here's where I'm at, and if I think about them as a droid, I think I like Solo more than I do L3. I like what she brings to the movie. I do enjoy her character, but if I'm looking purely at them being droids, I like the Magna Guards just a little bit better. And that's where I'm at.
Alrighty.
That said, it hurts me to say that I really like L3.
Yeah.
Like as much
I
as
really,
Lando?
really like L3. Not quite as much as Lando. I ain't up in them hips. I'm talking, we're like right here with it, but I think just the advocacy of Magna Guards also being some of the most entertaining enemies to fight in Jedi Survivor is kind of swaying me a little bit because it's very recent. It's a little bit of recency bias playing most likely, but that I'm going with my gut, and that's where my gut is right now. Gigantic shout out to L3 though for being being part of the Millennium Falcon, like constantly helping our heroes throughout the series. Dude, being honestly, I think one of the most interesting characters of Solo. I don't want to be like, yeah, fucking Magna Guard's clear. It's like, no, L3 is very, very cool, and I like L3 a lot.
Yep.
All right, moving along. The DT Sentry, also from Jedi Survivor, comes up against another video game droid, HK-47, the iconic assassin droid from the original Knights of the Old Republic. When I say assassin droid, we're talking all of the snark and humor of C-3PO, but it's biting, it's vicious, it's venomous. Dude loves to kill things and refers to anything organic as meat bags. He is there to kill, and kill with a smile. Easily the most entertaining character in all of the games. Just absolutely amazing. Just look up, just like a compilation of some of the lines from HK, because he is fantastic. One of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters, just for that game alone. How are you guys feeling? I know most of us haven't really played Knights of the Old Republic. I'm not gonna be mad if he doesn't win, but I want to know where you're at.
For me, I like droids with a bit of personality over just like a
Bender from Futurama is a great way to put it. Yeah, actually. A
Yeah.
little less goofy, but yeah, that's the vibe.
So I'm totally fine going with HK-47 over the DT Sentries.
That's 2
Same.
for HK, 3 for HK.
Yeah, I haven't played either, but one sounds more like just an enemy you fight, and apparently it will fucking rock your shit, and the other
Yep.
sounds like a sassy little fucking killer droid, and I'm all for that.
Oh yeah, HK-47 is really, really great. Especially obviously if you're running like a dark-sided character, because I mean, yeah, HK just wants to kill people and like is constantly like, if you're in the middle of a conversation with somebody, a lot of times HK will just interject and be like, can we stop all of this stupid shit and just blast this meat bag? Like, why are we talking right now? Like,
Yeah.
Respect.
yeah, he's really, really great. All right, I think we've got another contested one, or maybe not. Of course, from last round, the B2 battle droids have moved on to round 2 to go up against a recent entry, hailing all the way from Star Wars Andor. It's everyone's favorite nervous little droid, B2 EMO. I feel like he needs no introduction. He's a great little puppy dog of a droid that runs around with Cassian and Marva. What are we feeling? Are we thinking B2 or B2?
I gotta
the battle
go.
of the
Well,
B2s.
here's the thing. I gotta go B2, and simply because we get a lot more of that one B2, because the other B2 we don't really get a whole lot of that B2.
Yeah, agreed. It's just it's so nice getting so much more screen time for B2 than B2. You know?
Exactly. Here's like, but that's the thing though, is I legit like, I love the design of B2. I love the sad boy vibe. Again, you know, Dio walked so fucking
B2 could roll.
run. Exactly. But I feel like we didn't get enough of him, right? Like he's there, and then Andor's always like, "Hey man, nice to see you. I gotta bounce. Watch over my mom for me," right? Like there's not enough of that versus like the B2 battle droids we've gotten for the last fucking 20 plus years, and they've been great every single time. Their fucking best moment has to be fucking Mace Windu versus like 1,000 of them in a field in the Tartakovsky 2D animated series when he's fucking just punching them, dude. Oh my god, incredible.
Was that all
Like,
in the same time where he took the vulture droid and rode it like a horse? Is that all the same day?
That was the part one.
Different one, funny enough.
yeah, that was part one, and then part two, he's doing the vulture droid shit. Fucking Tartakovsky just gets it, right? But for me, I gotta go B2. Like the B2 battle droids based on just how long they've been in the franchise, how much they're still appearing in the franchise, even up to, like we said, Mando and Survivor. Just iconic too. Wrist rockets, man.
Wrist
Does
rockets,
B2 emo have
baby.
wrist rockets?
No, that's true. All right, so that's one for
Boom.
B2.
It's made.
Does that have a super battle droid? Or emo? I'm sorry. I registered it and then I immediately forgot.
B2 super battle droid.
Super battle droid. One for super battle droid. Jordan.
Unfortunately, I know it's the best one. Have not seen Andor yet. Know it's the best Star Wars show. I know it's peak Star Wars. It's on the list.
Very good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I watched Rogue One the night before it came out, and then that day I just like wasn't in that space, and then I just lost track of it. Yeah.
Fair.
Definitely one of those shows you kind of yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna just do B2 battle droids. I mean, they're classics, super battle droids. They were fun to play as. I like how they don't really have necks. They're just fucking roided the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fair. All right, so that's two for super. Alec, what you got?
Andor's one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars media. And B2 emo is a great part of it. Like, there's like that moment where he's hiding, like after the whole stuff with Marva happens, and he's just hiding in the house, and then Andor or Cassian comes there to get him, and that whole moment when he puts him on the ship, and then Andor again has to leave. It's like just so many emotional moments.
My dog's barking at people at the window. Put me down for B2 emo, and if we got to do a poll, let it roll. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and it's going for a poll because I'm voting for B2 emo.
Damn. My thing is I hope we get more of B2 emo in season 2. Right, like now that like there's no Marva, or like he can't be living with I don't want to spoil nothing, but he's
I could take these off for a few seconds if you want.
I'm just saying, now that he's kind of forced out of his home a little bit, and he's a little bit more like out on the roll. I hope we see him more team up with Cassian. Well, that's where I'm also conflicted too, because I'd love to see their full companionship in season 2, but we know K2SO is coming. All right, and so it's like we're gonna drop B2 emo the fucking.
But you know what could happen?
K2.
We could get a team up with Cassian, K2SO, and B2 emo.
Dude, you fucking imagine, bro? That'd be incredible.
Right?
All right. God, I hope.
Right, yeah. Billy? Yes.
Billy, did you relate to Dio, though? Please tell me you did.
Chat is tied. What are we gonna do?
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
We need, please, somebody in chat. Make a
Someone
vote.
in chat.
Please.
Chris, we have a situation.
We tied in chat side.
Oh, nope. Battle droids.
Super good.
Not battle droids.
At the last second, someone came through and picked battle droids.
Battle droids? Come on.
Go, dude.
Come
So,
on.
while you were gone, Chris, because Josh brought up for season 2 of Andor, we're probably going to get K2. But then I'm like, oh, what if we get a part where Andor B2
I'm gonna
emo.
fucking get him again. I'm gonna strap my dog into his bedroom or something. Goddamn.
Yeah. So
I think that sounds perfect. That sounds like best case scenario for
Yeah.
Andor season 2. My God, I consider that one a dub. Honestly,
all right.
Super battle droids.
Droid.
Enemies have taken over a command post. Those sound
Yep.
effects are just locked in my brain.
Oh yeah.
I could have learned biology or something, but no, I have
Christ almighty.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005 sound
Yeah,
effects. My brain
Cusco
needs
also very upset that B2 email lost. Yep.
that. Oh, tell him to get in the chat and vote if he's so upset.
Yeah, man.
All
Use
right.
his democratic right, man.
Okay. We just blasted this next one. Probe Droid versus BD1.
BD1.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
BD
It's not even
stands for
even
droid.
close, dude.
No.
It's not even close. In fact, I'd be willing to blast through this next one. T3M4 versus IG88. T3M4 is the astromech droid that you get in Knights of the Old Republic as well. He's literally just old R2D2. Always talks and beeps, is very small and cute, and does all of the things that R2D2 does, because Knights of the Old Republic was like, here's your astromech droid, here's your Wookiee, here's your Shep that looks like the Millennium Falcon, here's your lightsaber. You gotta have an R2 in there somewhere. T3M4 is Old Republic version of R2 versus IG88.
Yeah, IG.
I gotta go IG.
Yeah. Yeah, I think IG. All right, here's another one that's getting interesting. Of course, we had the Vulture droids moving on from round 1, going up against, originally introduced in Star Wars Rogue One, and potentially season 2 of Andor. It's the one and only K2SO, the sassy Imperial, reprogrammed Imperial security droid. I'm going K2. I love him so much.
I mean,
He's great. Easily the funniest droid in all of Star Wars. I'm putting that down there right now.
K2SO is the most compelling character in Rogue One, and he is the second droid you watch Rogue One for right after Chopper. All right.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's two. That's 2 for K2.
3. Make it 3.
Yeah, K2 clears. No contest. Vulture droid's cool. They're not K2 cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Climb.
I was gonna vote against Robo Sheldon.
Climb.
That's a very good way to put it. I'm
How
not
dare
gonna
you.
lie.
No, don't even. Sheldon's name doesn't even deserve to be in the same sentence.
I can't wait for the Disney Plus series Young K2.
Young K2.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck.
I can't wait to watch clips of that all over TikTok. and
Here's
get
going to be an
somehow
interesting
weirdly
one.
invested.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting
Dude,
one.
yeah, that was the Shared Screens podcast today. We were
That was
talking
basically
about-
what the podcast was about. Was
my algorithm shows me so much fucking Young Sheldon, and there is weirdly like I kind of know what's happened in that show, and I'm like,
Oh my
interesting.
gosh.
Oh yeah, because of, yeah,
here.
it's like half the podcast was us talking about how much we weirdly know about the Good Doctor just because it suddenly appeared on Twitter one day.
Yeah.
All right, next round we have the Mouse Droid moving on from round 1, going up against another iconic Phantom Menace droid.
Droid
Boy,
guys.
Phantom Menace came out with a bunch of great droids, also known as the Destroyer droids. I have one question for the panel today. Where are those droidicas? Fucking awesome. Shield generators, they got like those cool like lasers that fire back and forth like this that sound
They
rad
fucking
as
roll.
hell. They roll. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
even like they roll up on Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan's like, "Oh shit, destroyers!" Like they are not to be trifled with unless you play Battlefront 2, where they fucking suck.
Dude, fucking OG Lego Star Wars, you gotta do the double jump, like smash down
yeah.
attack on top of the
Oh,
shield.
yeah.
And let me talk about another droid that was. I wish I had made this meeting because this one's weirdly admitted. Finale of Book of Boba Fett, the fucking Pikes unleash 2 like droidicas on fucking steroids, basically.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
town.
I forgot about
Like
those.
their,
Yeah,
their influence is like
Honorable mention
felt,
to them.
yeah.
shout
Shout out the Pike
shout out that-
destroyers. Yeah.
but like the fact that they influenced that design and like on like you could honestly be like, well, the shields from the droidicas like influenced that is like Yeah, I the Droidicas are fucking iconic, dude. I love them so much. Droidica clears for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love mouse droids. I gotta vote Droidicas.
Yeah, fuck those mouse droids.
Yeah,
Honestly.
man.
Josh, I want you to know that I actually asked for a Book of Boba Fett droid on this bracket, but it's not the ones you mentioned. I wanted the weird General Grievous chef guy.
Yeah, dude, where's him?
We couldn't find
Oh
the
my
name for
God.
him. Like genuinely.
Yeah.
Or the little guy that fucking Boba Fett chases around the kitchen.
that one, yeah.
Who are also in
Yeah.
Jedi Survivor? Fun fact, and they're just as evil in fucking Jedi Survivor.
All right, we
All
are
right.
in the Sweet 16.
Here we are, baby. Time for round 3, Sweet 16. Another big time heavy hitter. It's R2D2 versus the Pit Droids.
All right,
It hurts me to say this. I love a Pit Droid. I love them very, very much. I gotta vote R2 on this one. I gotta go with my gut.
Yeah.
Let me just
Can you not?
the moment from Revenge of the Sith where he spurts oil and then uses his jetpack, like the booster jets or whatever you want to call
Ah,
them,
so good.
and just destroys 2 battle droids. Like, come on.
And that iconic sound effect of him like that fucking
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah,
Also,
R2
shout
is
out
crazy.
to
yeah.
the
Yeah, it's R2.
shout out to the Revenge of the Sith deleted scene where Anakin just speaks droid because he's talking to R2.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, is up, whoop, is down.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I can't believe at one point they looked at that and went, yeah, we should put this in the movie.
Right?
Never doubt George Lucas, man. Never doubt him.
feel-
All right. Trucking right on along. Another tough one. Lola has managed to survive all the way up to round 3, but here comes IG-11. We
Disney
got
Plus
two.
droid.
We got 2 Disney Plus droids with lots of great characterization across their respective series. What do you guys think? How are you feeling?
I think this is an easy clear for IG-11. I know I've been riding the fucking Lola train and have fucking been defending this droid this whole time, but my God, IG-11 is just something else.
Yeah,
That
I think
whole
that's
arc,
fair.
that whole arc, the fact that you hear Taika's voice throughout that and from start to finish, and the fact that we got even more of him in this most recent season, incredible.
You're making good points. I think you've swayed me. That's two IG-11. Alec, Jordan.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with IG-11 mostly because, I mean, it's just you think of that moment when we're first introduced to him. I might be misremembering, but like when he's basically going to get Grogu, and he's just like the moment where they're enemies, but then they come in together and they're friends later at the finale. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right,
And then
IG-11 it is.
IG-11, yeah.
IG-11's like willing to just kill this fucking baby or whatever and fucking
Yeah, he was about to cold cock Grogu, dude. Are you kidding?
yeah. And
One
then
of
that
these
whole
robots. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say that whole training montage of like him making the tea and then falling over and like Krell programming him to be the protector we know and love today.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that is some good shit. I gotta agree. All right. Where the Sweet 16 is all heavy hitters from this point on. We got Chopper versus Dio.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
just
go
jump
Chopper.
in front of the. I'm gonna jump in front of the train and say I'm the only one going Dio.
That sounds probably right. Jordan?
Yep.
They're so different, it's so hard to compare them.
Yeah.
Because like,
It
who
is
do I
tough.
want beside me in battle versus who do I want as a pet? You know, very different answers.
Yeah.
But from everything I'm hearing, Chopper's the man, and I could appreciate a droid that keeps that motherfucking thing on him.
Like,
You not got that thing on me.
the cool thing with Chopper is that he is not just like a droid with the crew. He is part of the Ghost crew.
Yeah, it's not just like, and also this is the droid that hangs out with us. Like, no, dude is part of the crew. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
There is
They're
a
his
whole.
pets.
I mean,
There's a whole. Basically, there's a whole Black Series wave dedicated to Rebels, and he is like one of the like staple figures in that wave, and like kind of one of the harder ones to find. Like,
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Chopper?
Chopper moves up.
Alrighty.
Another tough one. We're looking at new Star Wars versus old Star Wars, right? It's the battle of Disney Star Wars versus Legends. BB-8 versus Proxy.
You know what? That
I know my vote.
That mall moment ain't as cool. I'm not gonna lie.
He ain't as cool as BB-8, bro. He really
ain't as cool as BB-8, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, dude, the love Poe Dameron has for BB-8, and when they finally get reconnected in Last Jedi, and he like scratches on him like he's a little dog, dude.
Like
I
he's a
fucking love that.
puppy.
He's like my boy, and he's like, oh my god,
He's like, buddy. Oh yeah, so good, excellent.
BB-8 clear.
Yeah.
Sorry, Proxy, you fought a good fight.
Shout out to
Proxy got far. Like, honorable mention.
Yeah, shout out, but suck my dick. BB-8 clears everything.
But also, fuck you. You're the worst. I hate you.
Mall sucks, dude. You should have turned it into something. Just
All right,
backtrack everything I've said.
On the other side of the bracket, we got C-3PO and the Magna Guards.
Oh, no cameras. Sorry, what is the... Okay,
So,
okay.
no, because I was getting the music back going and it's, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
We're all
cameras
good.
popped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're
Speaking of
good.
camera, sorry, I gotta go off for a second. I'll still be here.
So,
Yeah, three people versus Magna Guards. How we feeling? What are you guys? I know where I'm leaning, but I want to hear you guys' votes. Let's talk it out.
as much as I want to go Magna Guards, it's the legacy of C-3PO is like kind of what's pulling me that way.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to justify going Magna Guard. Like, as badass as they are, C-3PO is the one that's always holding it down.
You know, I was very conflicted last time they were in, but that's because we had L3, the droid with the hips who's fucking Childish Gambino. Now that she's gone, and it's Magna Guards, and it's C-3PO, I'm going Magna Guards easy on this one.
Oh, easy. Okay.
Easy, dude. C-3PO sucked until Rise of Skywalker. Now die on that hill. I hate him.
Jordan,
It's tough. I mean, like...
very different droids. Very
we have
different.
just the super cool, badass droids, but then we have, like, the legacy. Like, the GOAT on just being there all the time alone.
Yeah.
I feel like I would say, like, the Magna Guards are legacy for, like, prequel kids. Like,
But not
people
even
who-
then. Like, they're still background droids.
But like, I feel like I'd argue they're like more important than like prequel era C-3PO, if that makes sense. I don't know. C-3PO didn't do much in the prequels versus these guys were just badass, you know. So
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it an easy clear, and the fact that like they're continuing to cut up, like still show up. Like there's definitely like love for them enough to be like, yeah, let's put them in Survivor. Let's like put them here and there. You're right. So I love me the Magna Guards, dude. Badass, and the fact that they're just the droids that never die. Ooh, baby.
Including binary, which is very similar to your moisture evaporators, Aaron.
Damn.
He says, "Are Magna Guards fluent in over 6 million forms of communication?" Didn't think so.
They're
mean,
fluent
we
in
don't know that they're not.
badassery, dude.
All right,
in
so that sounds like 2
badassery.
Magna, 2 3PO. Is that right?
Are you Magna? You didn't.
I'm
You didn't
3PO.
voice.
Did Jordan
I
say
don't
know.
3PO?
I
I
didn't say
immediately
anything.
forgot. I don't know where I'm at. Jordan,
Oh,
where are you at?
shit.
I'm 3PO.
I think I'm going 3PO as well. Like, just on... He's always been there.
He's one of the droids. You know what I mean? You think of
Yeah.
Star Wars droids, it's R2D2 and C3PO.
Yeah.
It's that picture
know?
of them together on Tatooine from New
Yeah.
Hope.
Yeah, man, absolutely. They have the first like 15 minutes of A New Hope. Like, come on, 3PO. Gotta go with my boy,
Fucked me up finding
Goldenrod
out...
himself.
It fucked me up finding out that C-3PO had a silver leg the entire time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's wild,
Yeah.
right?
And like the thing, the article where I read, they were like, by the way, did you know he's always had like one miscolored limb? Like, explained it really well. They were like, think about the quality of screens of 1977. Think about the fact that he's usually shown waist up, or R2's by his leg, and if you're seeing his whole leg, it's probably on Tatooine, so the silver's reflecting the sand. But yes, technically he had a silver leg.
Yep, always had a silver foot. It's true. It's very true. Alrighty then. Now we have HK47 up against the B2 Battle Droids. We're talking Murderous Droid versus Murderous Droids. Who do you guys got?
I mean, it's a lot more of one murderous droid versus one of a different murderous droid.
Sure.
I'm going B2, man. B2 all the way, man. Iconic. Wrist rockets, dude. HK47 got any wrist rockets? Didn't think so.
Actually, it does. You can't equip him with wrist rockets.
You can, but you also talked about, oh, he's like C-3PO with the snark, but ready to kill, and he calls people meatbags. He's doing too much talking. B2 droids, they are efficient. They are an army. They got their Roger. They don't need anything else.
Exactly.
He's gonna be the villain that monologue and lets the Ex Machina come in and, fix it.
B2 droids?
No. Well, actually, it's kind of the other way around, where HK yells at you for talking too much. Like, why are we talking when we could shoot?
Does HK have a jetpack?
He does not have a jetpack. No, yeah, you got me there. Clear. You got me there. B2 Battle Droids, that's 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Also with the B2.
The rocket B2s are way too much fun to play as a Battlefront to not go.
They're my favorite They're my favorite jetpack class.
HK also gets a little useless late game in Knights of the Republic when you're just constantly fighting Dark Jedi. Like, using blasters against Jedi is just so difficult.
Yeah, they are also, when I'm a separatist, I would much rather spend my points on like the jetpack B2s than fucking Grievous, Dooku, or fucking Maul in Battlefront 2. Like, I just love
I'm with
playing.
I'm with you, man. All right, up next, BD1 versus IG88.
No question. It's BD.
Oh, BD1.
Y'all know where my vote is.
Listen, we let IG11 win. Sorry, Instagram 88.
God, I keep popping a piece of his foot off on accident every time I hold him up like this. I'm sorry, BD.
Oh, it's just you're just doing the customization thing, whereas like
exactly
flings back.
Yeah, Aaron said BD. Like, no question about it. Like,
yep,
it's BD any day of the week, right? Any given Sunday. All right, another tough one. K2SO versus the Droidicas.
Is it a tough one?
This is tough at all.
It's not tough for me personally. It's K2, man.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I was going Droidica.
Jordan, I am right there with you. Droidica, easy.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
all right. Okay, chat. This is on you. K2 or Droidicas. I love destroyers, but I mean, come on, K2.
The K2 design has become like pretty influential throughout like the Fallen, like the Jedi games now, and continuously gets reused as a like Imperial droid, but like the fucking design like of the Droidica is so iconic, dude.
Iconic, fun to play as in Battlefront 2 05. Anytime I've mentioned Battlefront 2, by the way, I am talking about 05. I've played the new one. I don't dislike the old one, but I like my Battlefront 2 is 05.
Just Ewok Hunt in the new one is so much fun.
I have played Ewok Hunt.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
When we did that last year for May 4th, that was such a fucking blast, dude. Oh my god. Generally, they turn Star Wars into a horror game. It's fucking hilarious.
I think I sent you this TikTok as well. I'm pretty sure I sent it to Alec, but it's like one of like, I survived 9/11. I survived the Titanic.
Yep.
Well, I survived Ewok Hunt. Yeah.
I saw like a TikTok from Disney World the other day where like a little kid was dressed as an Ewok and all the stormtroopers like stopped and was like walking away from the kid slowly. People are like, yeah, these guys have played Ewok Hunt.
Like, yeah, they know, dude. They know. All right, 5 votes are in. K2SO takes it over the Droidicas.
Chat, why'd you do this to me?
You made the right choice, chat. You made the right choice.
Fucking Sheldon bot, dude.
Bazinga.
Yeah. All I hear is salt. You know, just insults thrown at somebody that does not deserve it. All right. Top 8 now, baby. Here we go.
8.
R2D2 versus IG11.
Oh.
I'm going IG11. I'm jumping on this grenade.
Really?
Dude. Yes, man. that whole fucking story arc, dude. Like, I feel like we don't get anything as emotionally resonant out of R2D2. Like during the rest of the saga, you know, like he's there, he's around, he opens doors, he flies ships, like he's an integral part of it. But like nothing with R2 had me crying in the club. Like
that's where
IG-11.
That's where you're wrong. It's the part in Force Awakens when he hasn't been turned on, it has been activated in so long. Then at the end, you see him finally turn on. He puts up the map, and you see BB-8 come in, put in that last piece. Like, come on.
Let's also not forget when, in a moment of curiosity, in The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker sneaks aboard the Millennium Falcon, and who's there but R2, and re-shows the hologram of Leia asking Ben for help. Come on, dude.
Nah.
Fuck, dude, you guys swayed me! How dare you use the Last Jedi against me?
Yes! Let's go!
Put me down for R2D2 parentheses Last Jedi.
I've been sitting all I was waiting. I was like, I can turn him. Let me do it.
I forgot about that moment. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I think this could potentially be one of the most heated of the night.
I think so.
Chopper versus BB-8.
BB-8,
Thoughts?
Easy, clear.
Nah.
See, it sounds like we have a pet versus a character.
A pet with Chopper, am I right?
We have one for BB-8. Billy goes, why?
I gotta go.
Why must you do this?
Why are we pitting these two queens against each other?
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Which one can you play as in Battlefront 2? Only one of these. Oh, easy. Done deal. BB-8 moved along, drag it across the screen. Done. We're done. BB-8.
No. It's Chopper. It's Chopper. Like
we're currently 1-1. Chopper, BB-8, Jordan.
Oh! So you love war criminals now, Alec? Is that what you're saying? You support war criminals? I mean, mass murder and destruction.
If they're for the right cause,
Plan on watching it before Ahsoka comes out. From what I'm hearing, Chopper's gonna be a fucking blast.
Oh, he is.
But I said it before. BB-8 was the R2D2 of a generation. They've recreated that magic. They recreated that charm. BB-8 slash R2D2, they're like, to me, like the blueprints of what I want out of a companion droid in the Star Wars universe. You know?
Exactly. And where I think BB-8 excels too is like they use his functionality to express himself a lot more. Like the thumbs up moment, right? You know, like R2D2 would have never done that, but like he's using his components to like express himself, use them in various situations. Like when fucking Poe Dameron's ship is fucking up in The Last Jedi, and he just tries to plug all the little things, right? And he's going back and forth, and then 3 plugs, then puts his whole fucking head in it, dude. My God, I love him. Aaron, you haven't seen Rebels either, man. So I don't know who's more useful. All I'm gonna say
Jordan,
is,
do you have a decision? I have.
Oh yeah, I decided on BB-8.
So it's 2 for B.
Sorry if that
BB-8
wasn't
wins it
clear.
then. BB-8 wins it then. That is my vote.
More
I
like
love
BB
Chopper to
Gray.
death. I love Chopper to death. It's BB-8, man.
I was not expecting that from you. I fucking love you, Chris.
I love Chopper to death,
man.
but BB-8 is genuinely one of my favorite droids ever made. I can't not vote for my boy.
The other thing I was gonna say is, you know, did Chopper have the map to Luke Skywalker in that usefulness
He did not,
argument,
but
you
also
know?
BB-8 didn't either. So I mean, like, you know,
He had a piece.
he had part of it. Yeah, I know he had part of it. Yeah. All right, moving right along. Another hotly contested one: C-3PO versus the B-2 battle droids. C-3PO for me, still.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay riding that B2 train, honestly. And at this point, I just think it's funny, man. Like the fact that we carried him.
B2's made it all the way this high. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was not expecting it to get past B2 emo, right? Now, 'cause
Right?
I know Andor is so beloved, but the fact that he is cleared the Andor stands in the chat, the fact that we've cleared HK, and the fact that we've come this far along, I'm voting B2 for the memes, man. I love this. I love these guys.
I'm doing it half for the memes, half so we don't have to do an R2D2 versus C3PO. Because that will take us an hour.
All right, chat.
Alrighty, I'll get that poll going.
God damn.
Brittany left something at home that I need to try and find, so this works out.
Oh. Damn, I was expecting to get down and dirty and fucking feral fighting for BB-8 versus Chopper. I was not expecting Chris to turn. I knew I had Jordan, but I was not expecting Chris, and I was ready to just throw some low blows. I'm not gonna lie.
We might have a big one coming up later.
Absolutely, we're gonna. But
Oh yeah,
again, I'm gonna get down and dirty for that one.
Of course. Ooh, 50-50.
Man, an even split. Get your votes in.
Your vote could be the one that turns this. Oh. Let's go to some Okay.
Yeah, we'll let this one run.
I'll
let this one
say,
run.
Chopper is one of those, like, I'm a huge Rebels fan. Like, I flip-flop between Chopper and BD1 being my favorite droid. It honestly depends on, like, what I played latest. So, like, right now it's kind of BD1. But with Ahsoka and, like, a potential Rebels rewatch coming, like, I could see Chopper kind of taking that spot back. Like, he is just so hilarious.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how he gets translated to live action, and if they're able to get the cadence down right, and if they get it right in the TV show, you know they're gonna get it right in Heir to the Empire, dude.
Oh yeah. I think if we were ever to revisit this, or if we'd done this post Ahsoka, it might go Chopper, but I mean, like, as it stands right now, I gotta go BB.
And the fact that in Heir to the Empire, we can possibly get an R2 and Chopper team up, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. Come on, man.
Alrighty.
Give it to me.
Looks like 3PO.
All right, it looks like 3PO wins it out.
Damn.
You did good, battle droids.
You did.
Yeah, you made it far. Shout out the battle droids, bro. They fought valiantly, man.
Yeah, a lot farther than I thought they'd ever.
Way farther than I thought they were gonna die around against Emo, man. I can't believe that they made it this far.
Roger.
All right, that leaves us with BD1 versus K2SO, and I mean, I think this is a BD1 clear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 100. Yeah.
Unanimous, easy.
Which puts us at the final four, and oh boy.
I saw this final four. I won't lie.
Oh boy. All right. In the first round, we have the two most iconic Star Wars droids, the two of the most iconic pop culture figures of all time, R2D2 and C3PO.
Mascots of the entire franchise by themselves.
Oh yeah, like you see, like there's merchandise with literally just a silhouette of like them on Tatooine.
Yeah.
R2 and 3PO are Star Wars, right?
Yes.
Like, you don't have Star Wars without these two. It's no question that, like, these two are integral to what these movies are at their core. I have my vote. I want to hear it from you guys.
R2.
That's
R2.
Yeah.
I'm with Aaron. R2 no contest. I love 3PO.
Yeah.
But R2D2, come
I can
on.
only love I can only love 3PO so much.
Yeah, it's just I've always
Yeah.
loved R2D2. He's
Exactly.
far and away.
Like,
It's to the point where he's why I love astromech droids in general. It's why it's like I play the Old Republic. I play as a smuggler. I have an astromech droid with me. I take T3 and 4 with me all the time in Knights of the Old
Yeah.
Republic because I love having the R2 figure with me.
right. And it's just like
Yeah.
we had said, like 3PO is, great in the original trilogy, great in the sequels in parts, and then just kind of more there for comedic effect in the prequels. Whereas R2 is consistently there, consistently reliable.
Doing things
Yeah.
within the movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we come to what I think is the most unfair decision that we have of this entire contest. BB-8 and BD-1.
I am not going to let recency bias affect me, and I'm going easy clear BB-8.
It's not easy
day.
clear. I'm
Nah.
throwing a vote for BD1.
And that's the thing. I know I'm up against you three jabronis hot off of fucking Jedi Survivor,
it's-
and I know I'm going to get cleared.
It's not that it's recency bias. It's like I've loved BD1 ever since I saw him from Fallen Order. Like,
Same.
it's like the design is so unique to that kind of droid, and the fact of like how he's just always there, just clinging on your back, and just his little beeps. And like the cool thing in Survivor is that like there's times where Cal legitimately just like has conversations with him, and like you have like different kind of like pitches and like the beeps and boops and all that. And like there's one
They made him a whole ass character in Survivor, yeah.
Like there's a side quest where you go like fall down this building, and when you are leaving it, you coming back up, it's like you're talking to BD. It's like, BD, they didn't fall down the roof every single time to get in here. And then like BD's like, oh, kind of dejected, like, oh. Like he legitimately thought that these people, for the entrance to their like secret hideout, fell down a roof multiple stories.
So
Interesting.
It's BD1 for me.
So what we have is 2 BD1, 1 BB-8 so far. Now, I also will not let recency bias come in and sway my judgment. What we have here are both droids that have been like admitted to have been based upon dogs, companions, puppies, right? These are droids whose personalities are there as companions to help out either Cal Kestis or Poe Dameron. They are loyal, strong, confident, and useful. I know Aaron throws out I think BD was more useful in BD1. Like let's not act like BB-8 wasn't carrying his own weight here. He just think fucking psych. It's BD-1, obviously. BD-1 was the best fucking droid in all of Star Wars. I'm sorry, BB-8. I love you to death. You hold a very special place in my heart, but you ain't BD-1, bro. I'm sorry, dude.
If there was
I've loved him
anyone,
since the very first moment he showed up on screen, and I've loved him ever since. And now, when I say that it's close, I mean I'm talking. This is inches. It is so. This is not an easy decision to make. But if I think of if what I want in my life to have BD-8 or BD-1 there, I would want BD-1, and that's just what finally tips the scale just slightly more towards BD-1. We're talking this inches. I mean, minuscule. Slightly above BB-8. It's the only thing.
you know, I call myself the resident sequels fanboy here, because I am an all ride or die for those movies. If there was any droid I was willing to let BB-8 lose to, it was BD-1. All right,
I think he's the only one who could be who could say BB-8. Honestly,
yeah.
BD-1 is the only one with the strength able to knock BB-8 out of the competition, dude. Yeah, 100%. Now we come to the final round. What we have here are the two ultimate companion droids, two droids who encapsulate everything that you think of droids in Star Wars. It's R2D2 and BD-1.
So before I called R2D2 the blueprint of what I expect, he set the standard for what I expect out of companion droids in Star Wars. However, if you know me, you know I've always been a fan of wanting a little companion on the shoulder. BD-1 is if R2-D2 and Pikachu became one, and I mean that in like the best way.
Mhm.
BD1 is more animated. He's always there for you. Like, and R2D2 might be my favorite character in all of Star Wars, but BD1, to me, the best droid.
Alec, give me your thoughts, man. R2D2 or BD1?
Oh, man. Like, this is another tough one. Like I said, they're always there for their owners. But I think the thing that wins it or tips the scale for me is, yeah, R2 was there for like the Skywalker family and all that, but man, BD1 was destined to meet Cal Kestis on Bogano. Like that moment you get towards the end of Fallen Order, minor spoilers, but it's like when BD1 has his memory erased, like he is giving everything for the cause, and it's like you get that moment with him, and you relive that at the beginning of, or in the little like montage clip for the recap. It's like, oh, just all those emotions just kind of came like, you know, flying back, like watching that montage of just seeing that. And it's like how BD1 literally gave up everything for this mission. And it's like, dude, like getting him the little like he's just your companion on the way. He's giving you your stims, he's helping you go across like all these trenches, like through the wires or whatever you call them. Like
his compact size makes him more useful.
That, but it's just like, I just love his personality. Like he's just there for you. He's like, like you say, he's like just that ultimate companion, and he becomes even more useful in Survivor. Yeah, it's, and again, it's not necessarily recency bias. Like these two are two of my favorites all time, but I think BD is just kind of like you said, Jordan, just that almost evolution of R2.
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
I'm going R2 on this one. Absolutely. I think it's like Alex said, it's the family element. The fact that he's served the Skywalkers, right? He's there with fucking young Anakin blowing up a Trade Federation ship at the age of fucking 9, being a little terrorist, those two, all the way up to fucking Luke Skywalker, right? And you know, he helps introduce Ahsoka in there, right? And there's a moment in season 1 where he's like airdropping down with the clones and Anakin and Ahsoka. He's part of the team, right? Like he's with this family. He's ride or die with them, and you know, he helps them through those tough times. Like we brought up that Last Jedi moment where he's like, I know the push like Luke needs to like train this girl and like get him back into the fight, and it's that clip of Leia, right? And all that stuff. Like I think R2's, he's been there since the jump, and he's gonna continue to be there, and we continue to get him. You know, we got him in Book of Boba Fett. My God. And also he's just as sassy as a lot of these other droids. I feel like we forget, like, a lot of the humor in Star Wars comes from like him just beep boop bopping, and then C-3PO being like, oh, how dare you say that? So, you know, like shit like that, right? And he's just as sassy.
Hey, Ancient Temple, watch the language.
Literally, I love R2. R2's great. Although I was willing to, you know, throw him under the bus for IG-11, I'll ride for him now.
So here's the thing. I came into this saying BD stands for best droid. I think it's, you know, I had to put down BB-8 in order so BD-1 could live, and that hurt my soul. But as we've gone through this competition, as we talked about and laid some of these droids' achievements and accomplishments bare, I can't in my best conscience vote for BD-1 over R2D2.
Can we make more arguments? Can we try to sway you?
No. It goes to the chat. No more arguments.
It goes to chat.
No, come on. Let us try to sway you.
It goes. You can't. That's what it is. You can't. I've made up my mind, because until I sat down and had to start defending R2D2 throughout earlier, I was like, damn, I can't not pick R2D2.
Chris. I
Yeah.
wasn't
This
expecting
this
that.
is the second time where I thought Chris was going to turn to the dark side, and he fucking.
This is the
takes
time
my
Chris
hand.
finally
He
turned to the. Well,
joins
no,
me.
this is the biggest turn for me. Come on, Chris.
Oh,
Here's my thing. R2D2, and I love him. He is Luke's droid. But because you get to play and put your own spin on Cal Kestis, BD1 feels like mine.
He's not just Luke's droid. He's also Anakin's droid. Anakin throughout the prequels and the Clone Wars talks about how much he loves and cares for
Your dad's
R2D2.
dog is also your dog, sure. Like,
But then he also runs around with the Resistance. He joins
Yeah.
Rey to go with her to have Luke train her. He's part of he's on Poe's ship in the Rise of Skywalker in the final battle of the entire saga.
he's there, man.
He's there, and it's an even split.
Oh no.
No, chat, you failed me. It was supposed to be an R2 clear, dude. What the hell?
And you know what I think we have to do? It has to end in a tie.
no.
Take it to Reddit.
There can only be
Take
one.
it to Reddit.
Let the worst of the
Oh,
worst.
someone
pick
came in
it
for a
out.
second.
One more.
There's a sixth person in the chat. I see you.
5 votes. There's 6 people in chat.
It's Aaron Boots
Vegas
572.
girl on is fire.
He's showing up
showing
from the
last
top
minute.
rows. R2, let's go!
Don't do this to us. Come
Oh,
on.
6. Oh,
Don't
it's
Can
done.
R2
It's
get on your
done.
shoulder?
In our
Oh my
darkest
God.
moment, Vegas has helped us. Let's go.
Vegas comes out of the wings in the 11th hour to vote R2D2 as the best droid
Bro,
in all
and-
of Star Wars.
Dude,
know-
fucking Chris and I are Poe at the end of Rise of Skywalker. We're like, there's no hope. And Vegas is Lando on the other line being like,
But there are
"But
more
there's
of
more
us.
of us. So R2
No.
fandom coming to vote with us.
Josh, the way you said that you were happy if BB-8 had to lose to someone, he lost to BD1. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
about
Again,
BD1 and
yeah,
R2.
it's the same thing. Only R2 had the power to take down BD1.
Yeah.
Let's go, Aaron.
Only R2.
Look at out of body experience. Tip was there. She's one of the ships that shows up.
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
kickoff.
Which,
Oh my
did you-
god, dude.
I saw something on Twitter today. Apparently, you can see a N1 starfighter in the Battle of Exegol. So people maybe Mando showed up.
My running bit is any ship ever I say is in that battle, because like
All of them are there.
how are you gonna point it out, dude? I'm like, oh yeah, the like the fucking ship from the Seth MacFarlane Star Trek spinoff is like
Oh right, yeah, oh,
everyone,
yeah. You gotta,
everyone
it's all
pulls
the
up.
everyone is here,
Everyone
dude.
pulls up, yeah. Fucking aliens, that ship shows up. Everyone.
Aaron was about to start fucking shooting people in BD1, bro. Like, yeah, dude.
He was start
He was
killing
getting
young
venomous
ones.
in chat, dude.
I love it. I love it.
Well, it's been decided, as is now canon by shared screens, R2D2 is the best droid in all of Star Wars. Thank you all so very much for being here and being a part of this. This was a fantastic time. If you don't already, please like, comment, subscribe, all the usual fun stuff that we ask for people to do. Follow us on Twitter. We all also have individual accounts that are all our names. Y'all know the deal. I know all of you in chat. I don't even know why I'm saying any of this. Vegas like, I've been here for like a minute.
He showed up from it. It was like, oh yeah, I'm a vote. And like,
Oh,
the
fun! And it changed everything.
Literally, like we're sitting here, like, what are we gonna do if this ends in a tie?
The most important poll after the B2 poll.
And Vegas is like,
goddamn.
this looks like fun.
Yeah.
R2, I know that one.
I say we sell this entire stream to a political organization to show that your vote does count.
Your vote matters, bro. Thank you all so much. This has been the Shared Screen's Best Droid May Madness competition. Thank you so much. We will see you at the next waypoint, because this is technically this is the waypoint stream.